there were some crystals some crystals that had been embedded into the walls of this cave. Um, Rayon recognized them as items called mana crystals. These are crystals that manage to gather ambient amounts of energy of the weave that are effectively drifting through existence, and they are able to harness. They're able to harness from what Rayon remembers, nearly infinite amounts of this that can be pumped into them. What does happen, however, these crystals will change color based on the amount of mana that it is collected. Um, these crystals can be used these crystals can be used by somebody with an alchemist skill in order to craft. Depending on the size and the color of the gem, can be used to craft mana potions of different strengths and varieties.
Nice. Right, if we ever get any
So,
time, that'll be great.
depending on what you're doing, you can grind up these things into a certain amount of regular mana potions, or you can grind them up into a whole lot of regular mana potions, or depending, you can just grind them up into a handful of like superiors.
You guys are welcome.
Thank you.
Did you add those to the crate, or do I need to work on that?
That's what I'm doing
right
now.
now.
Awesome.
Okay. After upon doing that, you all did finally enter what seems to be the head chambers of this area. Where several of these tall tree-like creatures also exist, with what looks to be purplish crystals. Upon Tatsuka looking at them,
It was me.
oh yeah, okay, that's right, you were looking at. Upon looking at them, they did see what looks to be villagers in various states of decay inside of these crystals.
Yeah, I accidentally touched one.
Yeah, we heard that part.
Well, Octavia Spencer got a Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Oh, she deserved it.
Okay. At the moment, with what's going on, these creatures appear to be tending to these mushroom-like plants, and to some extent, these crystals. I must say, with the roll that was made, Rayon's Arcana, Rayon noticed that these crystals should not be purple. And these people who are decomposing inside of them, for lack of a better term, Rayon has noticed that something about their presence inside of these crystals seems to be corrupting them.
Okay.
From what you can, tell, for someone like Nyx, for someone like Nyx and Naylan, you could take that information and pretty much put together that whatever these creatures are, were just kidnapping people indiscriminately. and they have likely inserted several of these people who are actually mist constructs into these crystals, and they are not decomposing properly, and they are basically corrupting the mana inside of these crystals that they have, because they're basically trying to break. They're basically trying to break down. They're basically trying to break down organic creatures that are not actually organic. They obviously do not seem to notice this,
Once they
or either that or care about it.
crystal gems.
We are the crystal gems.
Is damn it. Is there something I can roll to figure out if this would be? Can I essentially kind of like insight the situation? I'd imagine with an investigation roll, because what I'm wanting to try to figure out is if the point is to disrupt the balance of Ravenloft, given that most people in Ravenloft aren't quote unquote real, and by messing with the non-real people in such a way, if the point is to unbalance things, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Say an insight check to try and figure this out.
Would it be insight or investigation?
You can use either. You can use either or. I'm gonna say a lower difficulty for insight, higher difficulty for investigation, because you guys are pretty much out in the open and they've taken notice of you. So an investigation roll would imply that you have more time than you do.
I'm not asking you one back over cross diamonds.
So I have a crap ton of diamonds. So
Yeah, because you have unlimited.
no, I have a lot of those diamonds because
that did not factor in my
if you complete
my proficiency. No, I'm proficient anyway. Never mind. So, yep, that's
Okay.
the natural roll. Oh,
Okay,
plus
cool.
Flash of Genius. So.
What does Flash of Genius give you?
Oh, it gives me my intelligence modifier as a bonus.
Okay, so it's
I've
20
factored
plus
that in.
what? Oh, it's already factored in. Okay.
Yeah, I've already factored
Cool.
it in.
Okay, cool. In which case, looking around at this, you do not get the sense that they have any sort of intention of disrupting Ravenloft or anything about this realm. They seem to effectively be here to raid it for resources. They do not seem, I'll say, based on what you're seeing, I'll say between the crystals and the strange mushrooms that you see, I'll say looking at the mushrooms, you will see that the color that they have seems to kind of have this gooey, I'll say this kind of gooey, almost mucusy look to it. This mucusy, like coagulated look to it. Looking at it, you can tell that the mushrooms, or whatever these things are that look like mushrooms, are filled with blood.
Okay.
I must say, looking at the mushroom scene, I must say, and then you start following the veins from them. Whatever these plants are, seem to be feeding on whatever, I must say, from what you can tell, they seem to be feeding on like probably something that's buried underneath this purple grass that there seems to be growing up from under. Based on the people in the crystals and all of this, and how uneven some of these patches of purple moss are, you're assuming that there are people buried underneath here, and these plants are feeding off of them.
Huh.
Yeah, they effectively seem to be trying to use the people and the land here in order to just whatever they're doing, they're trying to basically gather as much mana as they can and fuel something.
Okay. Well, they're certainly wanting to power something with this. By the way, hi guys.
You will hear these creatures, they must say these two right here, this one and this one, have taken notice of you as you will hear, as you will kind of see their head and their arms kind of twitching as they're looking towards you. You will hear this kind of loud clicking coming from them as their heads are kind of darting in directions before finally like seems to focus in on you guys.
Okay. So it shows you figure out a way to make nice with these things.
Yeah, pretty sure you can't make nice with these. Not that you'd want to, considering they've been kidnapping the villagers and then grinding them up to put them in crystals and or grow stuff, from what you just said.
Fair.
He's in there asking.
You probably need to put these guys down and burn the whole cave to the ground.
Lan, who you asking to see? We are the only people you need to see. Talking about can we see other people?
Wait, what?
Okay. In which case, I need initiative rolls.
And don't be afraid. Roll an 18.
At any point, will you be changing that number?
I haven't decided. I like 18. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
And the second I change it, everyone's gonna roll all 18s. Like we will have a session. Everyone just rolls 18.
15. So that's 20.
Jason rolled a 19.
I'm not a part of the initiative, sir.
Thought I did. Oh.
But
Nope.
you are initiative.
You seem to keep forgetting me all the time,
Did you
sir.
give yourself back all the mana?
Oh, yes. I made sure of that, Matt. That was the first thing I did. I'll be damned. Is it 15 or 18? I think it was 18, right? Let's double check.
You rolled an 18?
No. I think it's 5. Point 18. Oops, it went away. 17 plus 5.
In some ways, it was probably good that I was created in Haslam, or else it should be even weirder.
I will follow where you go. At some point, I'm gonna fill all that out. Today is not that day, though.
Are you in your Mase, are you in your natural form, Tatsuka?
Like, as myself?
Yes.
Last I checked.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Should I be worried?
Oh,
Should I be scared?
I'm just making sure because it's based on an ability they have. So
I'm gonna cry.
So it's these two right here.
yes, these are the only two that I can currently see. But you do hear the sound of you do hear the loud, I'll say the loud gnawing and gnashing sound of what sounds like possums eating children.
Oh, that's.
It's a very specific sound.
Oof,
Yes, considering what it is, yes, it is a very specific sound.
that is disturbing.
I do not have a soundbite for it, unfortunately,
We can set
or
up.
fortunately.
He's like, as the case may be.
Okay, in which case, Nix, you are first.
Okay. I will first use my rapid shot feat to take a quick snapshot before it's even my turn.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're shooting before your turn happens.
I get to get to use a reaction to
Oh, okay,
shoot basically
nice.
for initiative, thanks to rapid
It's pretty
shot.
awesome.
When you roll initiative before anyone takes their turn, you can use a reaction to make one range weapon attack against a target within 60 feet with disadvantage. You cannot use this ability when you're surprised, but I have alertness, so I can never be surprised. So the range is going to be the only matter here. 60, nope. 60, yes. Okay. Unfortunately, I have a disadvantage, which makes this advantage really shitty for me. So
You said it's at disadvantage.
yeah, with me doing this before anyone else rapid shot thing, yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Okay.
I get extra disadvantage because I have
Ah,
shit luck.
goody. All right, Evan's on deck after this, and Tatsuka, you are third.
For what?
In initiative. Nix is up, then Evan, then you.
Okay.
Okay. Shooting,
Okay.
I guess, above these mushrooms, depending on how large they are. I'm going to try to.
They're roughly about 10 feet.
About
About 10
I
feet
guess
tall.
shooting through them then. I'll try to hit this guy. This is one of the few times Nyx has a decent chance of actually missing.
Okay. Yes, you decently miss. Um, well, you don't miss. Your bullet cracks off of its armor and goes flying off into the corner somewhere.
Ah, good, great, yes. I didn't miss. They just deflected it.
You hit one of the hardest parts of them, doing no damage.
Okay. Using my actual turn, I will
Fire at not disadvantage.
I will shift to right here. Use a bonus action for my arcane defenses and maneuvers. There we go. Let's see. And now I, as you have guessed, will make a shot. Not a disadvantage. Though I do have a question. How is the ceiling of this? I believe it's some sort of cave or underground area.
You're inside of a mountain.
Okay.
From what you can tell, fairly deep inside of it.
Okay.
There does seem to be some sort of there does seem to be some sort of something that looks like moonlight that is shining, seems to be emanating from the ceiling.
Okay. How stable does the ceiling look?
The ceiling is probably about 90 feet up.
Sure.
It looks about as stable as any, cliff, like any like inside of a cave.
Are there like
I mean,
what is it, stalactites?
Yeah, tights hang
there's
tight.
Yeah.
there's crystals up there that are also purple, and like mushrooms as well.
Okay. And the crystals are absorbing the misconstruct people, or at least trying to. If I
The
understand.
the crystals, from what you've been told, are filled with I'll say are filled with mana and whatever these misconstruct people are.
Okay. As neat as my thought is, I'm going to ask this first because I think it's something Nyx may have a chance to be aware of. If I were to attempt to shoot off one of these crystal stalactites to try to have it, like spear down this guy over here, is there a chance that the mana crystal would like just like chaotically detonate, killing everyone, or do I have no way of even guessing that?
You are aware, I would say that you, considering your background and everything, you would be aware that I'll say at least with your cohorts, when they were dislodging these crystals, they had to do it very carefully. I'll say they had to do it very carefully, not because they would explode, but because they don't exactly know what would happen. They're not sure if they would explode or if they would become of no use. You're not certain what would happen. With them being filled with misconstructs, um, make me a Arcana roll.
Yay! I is good at that. Yes.
Yes, you are
Roll
incredibly
20
good at that.
degrees.
Okay. There are one of three outcomes that'll happen. If it is cracked, I'll say one of three outcomes that you are certain will happen, and you are very well aware. Um, it will either A, violently self-destruct. I'll say you are unsure of the radius of it, but it will definitely explode in basically arcane energy.
Okay.
Um, Depending, I'll say, you would guesstimate that each of these crystals can cause anywhere up to a 10 to 50 foot radius of explosion based on the size of the crystal, if it was going to do that.
Okay, I would be the only one in the blast radius then if it is out to its maximum range.
Um, Two, it would basically just cease to function and the energy would harmlessly disperse. Three, the mist, I'll say, releasing it runs the risk of potentially releasing the mist into this area.
Like throughout, or just in like a smallish area?
You would basically cause a localized, I'll say, you would end up causing like a localized mist.
Well, that part is super concerning. Super concerning.
You're not, I must say, you're not certain how much of the mist, or if the mist has the ability to grow ever slightly from where it is, or you're not certain, or you don't know if it'll just be like a localized amount of it.
No, he has issues
Because
with mist, so.
most people here living here do. And I'll say it could just become like, oh, hey, the area that you drop it on could basically turn into like a 10 20 foot 10 20 foot diameter of mist, or it could just start ever growing and consume this area over time.
Okay, I think I will keep that option, the potentiality, in my pocket in case serious stuff starts happening to us.
Mhm.
Because he doesn't want to risk the mist. I would say fuck the miss, but apparently he actually did that earlier. So, okay. Woo! In that case, I will target the dude proper.
Okay.
Okay. Release. Oh no. Maybe I should use roll 20. I don't even know what that was. I didn't think you could cock
What's
a
that
d20.
red radii aura thing?
What the what?
That's I don't know. That's on Evan.
I thought he had some aura bolstering thing active.
I haven't changed it. I haven't changed anything about him. It's just been sitting there.
Well, I will look then, see if it's something. I know he has spells that do that, but I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a spell that we just that was never taken off of him.
Well, spells like that don't stick to the token. When you change maps, they go away.
Oh, I haven't done anything. I just I just dropped him on the map and I
That's
came
why
with
I
him.
was
So I was like,
wondering if you
okay.
guys did something with him last session.
No, we didn't.
No, they
Literally
no,
brought us
they
to this
walked. They
session
walked
and ended it.
Yeah.
He dropped us on
Yeah,
the
they
map
made
and
it.
was like, we're stopping here.
And he just kind of came with it. So
Yeah.
maybe it's a roll 20 glitch.
Probably.
Besides me touching the crystal and stuff, that was it. No magic was cast. No attack actions were had. We got a description.
Did you-
I touched the crystal. That was it.
Did you give yourself your magic back?
Oh, hell yeah. You know I did.
Okay. Just
Every single last bit of it. I took it back, man.
okay. Let's see.
Took
Special.
that
Let's
back in a
see.
heartbeat.
Bullet. Okay. Piercing. Okay. 17. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Da. Okay. Cool. This bullet will fly. Fly towards him, hitting him. You'll see like a chunk of them blows off. Like a chunk of their shoulder. Chunk of their shoulder blows off. You will see like part of them that blows off kind of seems to float off into the air like dust and spores, kind of circles around them momentarily before just kind of disappearing. You will see the cold damage from the bullet the cold damage from the bullet that you see seems to kind of frost momentarily and then just kind of wither and kind of like defrost and melt.
Okay.
The cold damage does not seem like it did as much damage as you were hoping.
Okay.
What CR are these guys?
We need somebody with a skill that can determine that.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but apparently, ice isn't bothering these things.
And
Hope I didn't feed it.
if they're angry, I'm not going to be wasting my
Yeah.
time.
It looks like it did damage, but it looked like it didn't do as much damage as you would hope.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah, it didn't do much. Yeah, that's just how I was describing it, just to let people know.
I didn't know you
Okay.
had
Evan.
what they're immune to.
Okay. Evan is going to. Yeah, he can do that from there. Alright, we're going to pop Circle of Power.
Okay. Woohoo!
And then move up a bit.
Gosh, this was an easy way.
The first person has declared for Virginia to be our next congressperson.
And then as a bonus
Wait.
action,
2 days ago.
going to pop Spiritual Weapon. Going for the dude to his left.
Okay, cool. That will hit and okay, cool. I'm gonna say yeah, that will connect on that will connect. Where's the spiritual weapon?
I just doodled it next to the dude.
Okay, cool. All right, that will connect the spiritual weapon, slamming into it, knocking off a chunk of, I'll say, knocking off a chunk of its armor. As with before, I'll say, as with before, this cloud of dust flying off it once you connect.
Okay.
All right, Tatsuka.
I've been trying to figure this out, what I was gonna do. So let's see. There's two of them. They see us worlds apart. The monster thingy is loading like really slow for me. So unfortunately, I've been having some issues on my end. Like I click on it and it doesn't load. It gives me the name, but it takes forever for shit to pop up for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't even know what this is. Let's see. I don't know what any of these creatures are. Definitely don't want to turn into a fish. Ooh, let's take a look at this. And when it will load. Okay. Ugh. God no. That's what it is. Oh well, it's an kiss.
Hello,
Alright, there we go. Took forever to load. I haven't yet settled on my monster, so just bear with me. Again, 20 is being... Oh, some of them load fast. And then some of them are like, no, son.
You can stare out the window.
Like this one. Not loading. Load. Load. Load anytime. Ah, there we go. I will go where you will go.
No problem.
Jimmy Cat Corn and I don't care.
So next up is me. Okay. I already know what I'm gonna do.
Hold on. I'm trying to look for something that can jump pretty good. What if I just turn into a horse? Because this thing is taking forever. Well, for some reason, the monsters are not loading for me. Like, they load, but they take a minute to load.
Okay.
So I don't understand what's going on. Like, I clicked on this, it loaded. It finally loaded. I think that's what we might... Let's. I clicked on this. Let's see how long it loads. At this point, there's no point. The roll 20 is broken. Oh, it loaded. Let's see. What was I last time that I really liked? I can't remember what I transformed into last time. Was it a Yeti?
You've done that a number of times, yeah.
That might be easier to do since I seem to be having... Nope. Okay. And now it just doesn't want to load at all. Or this one was taking longer to load. You know what? Can I turn into a giant centaur?
I don't believe that's a beast.
I had to ask. It's because I'm having issues with this thing and it's killing me. I don't understand why it's like, I'm not going to load for you. Okay, you know what? We're not going to go any further than here. I'm not going to go any further because I'm not going to keep fighting with this thing tonight. If you will load, sir. Load. Ah, finally loaded. Yes. All right. So, bonus action. The bottom half of me will turn into a dire wolf.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me change my shape.
Slow down there, Evan.
I gotta bring this up.
A male dire wolf or a female dire wolf?
You have to peek up under the dress to find out.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Let's see.
He is a god. There are no limits.
I have. Oh, I guess I don't.
Asuka!
Okay, so this lets us use pack tactics, right? I get to use pack tactics.
Don't you get to use pretty much like whatever features they have? And once you
I have limits. Like I don't get to use like their resistances or their if they have legendary movements. I can't use any of those. But yeah. I had to read on pack tactics. Somebody needs to be within 5 feet of me. So let's see. Oh, I thought you would have had claws, but I guess not. Oh no, my straw! Ew! Come on.
Well, yes, ma'am.
All right, so bonus action. Turn into a dire wolf. Well, my bottom half turns into a dire wolf. Oops. Let's see the distance. For me.
What is that? Are there Fruit Loops?
Oh yeah, I have Fruit Loops.
Oscar didn't like them.
That's okay. All right, that's 50 feet. I can move that, and then I shall get my magic back. Magic back. What are we passing? So yeah, as I am moving, we'll cast Lightning Bolt at level 4. Submit.
It's a dex save. Which one?
This one
north or the one west?
This one right here. I'm casting lightning as I am moving up. Huzzah! To attack him.
Okay. Okay. Your lightning bolt courses through it. And I'll say most of your lightning seems to course through its body, almost like a lightning rod, and goes straight through its feet into the ground. Seems like he took damage, but seems like he took some damage, but apparently seems like he braced himself for that.
That's fair. So in which case, 2 sorcery points to cast my all-time favorite.
Didn't you already use your bonus action?
Oh, is it a bonus action?
It's like Quicken makes it a bonus, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. That's fair. All right. Well, That's all. That's all I got.
Okay.
Homie. Square up.
Awesome. He will indeed square up. As his large arms will raise above his head. I'll say this one's large arms will raise above his head as he gets ready to basically axe handle the top of your head into oblivion.
And AC was a flat thingy, right?
Yes, AC is flat.
Yeah, we're not rolling it.
It wouldn't matter if I found out what they were. I wouldn't be able to tell you right now anyway.
Why wouldn't you be?
Because I don't have a mouth, and you don't.
Oh, what happened to your mouth?
My mouth goes away.
No, my milkshake.
No, the boys in the yard.
What is your AC, Suka?
21.
Okay, your AC is 21. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. It attempts to try to slam into you. Slam his hands into you. Cannot seem to, as you are dodging and weaving around. It's like.
I'm just batting it away with my sword. Leave me alone.
All right.
If these things have ever exhibited ranged attacks.
You're about to find out, as this one right here, 3 orbs of light will focus around his head and will shoot towards. Tristan, select me. Tristan, select me 2 numbers between 1 and 4. David and Matt, I need a number apiece from you.
3 and 4.
1.
Oh, I need
Okay.
4 already.
Right. Let's see if 4 ends up screwing over Matt.
I already said 4.
I had 1.
Oh, 1? Okay.
Well, since I didn't hear David claim anything.
Yeah, I said 1.
I guess.
David said 1.
Between 1? Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Well, I missed.
So who's 2? All right. So
Matt would be 2 by default.
Okay. So 3 gets. For.
Doesn't matter.
Whichever one is 3, I need 2 dexterity saves.
You told me
I
was 3 and 4, so.
Yeah. 2 needs a dex. 2. Whoever rolled 2 needs 1 dexterity save. Whoever rolled 3 needs 2 of them.
Do I have any healing spells to heal myself?
No, but you can't heal yourself.
I can heal myself. I can't get healed by others.
You just need to roll an 18.
Oh yeah, but that's temporary hit points.
Yeah, but it'll heal you enough to.
I could have sworn. I thought I took 1, but maybe not. I didn't take 1? No, I didn't take a single one. Oh well, we have potions, right?
Hey, so you're a sorceress. You can't.
Oh, that's right. I got the healing
You
spell.
have to take a feat for that, yeah.
Yeah, I did. That's okay. We have potions. This means I have to make sure we're stocked up on potions and guzzle. Make sure I have. Do I have one on my sheet?
You should. We've been trying to make sure you carried them.
Yeah, trying to make sure, and me actually carrying one.
Don't worry, I'll heal you.
You can't heal me though. I do have potions of
I
healing.
don't know that. You haven't said that to me.
Oh no, I haven't said that to you.
If you go down, I'll heal you. Is that an automatic death save if you're down?
No. If I go down, it's not an automatic death save. I still make saves like normal. But if you heal me, that just brings me up to 1 HP.
Oh, I wasn't sure. It would be a
Actually, if he heals you, it does not bring you up to 1 HP, because remember, if you receive healing from anything other than yourself, it's temporary hit points.
Yeah, but if I go down, it explicitly states that they bring me up to
Oh,
1.
it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a real dick move if someone didn't know and they went to heal you, and you auto failed a death save and then rolled a nat 1 on your next one.
Mhm.
It's like
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
they were trying to heal you.
All of you take, all of you take 3 radiant.
Nope.
Nope.
They are within the circle of power. If they make the save, they take 0.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, I take 0 anyway. Hey.
Woo!
All right. This creature will look towards you. It will look towards you. Its head will kind of rear back, looking up towards the ceiling. You will hear it make some rather loud clicking noises
It's calling its people.
as you begin to hear more clicking noises coming from within the area. Rayon, you will feel an incredibly intense sensation wash over you as you feel like something pulse from further within. And within that pulse, you will feel a faint distress call. Nayland. And Rayon, you're up next.
Activate my blade zone.
And if anyone wants to refoot, feel free to.
No, you got me like that last time. I won't fall for it again.
Nobody's falling for it. I'm giving you the option.
There we go.
How dare you give me the option?
Mhm.
Brings out the whip. Crack, 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 crack. Strikes it once. Flare of radiant energy. In theory, his next attack's at disadvantage. Assuming that hits. Second attack, try to wrap it around his leg and pull his legs out from under him. He has to make a DC 20 strength save versus prone. And then third attack, just whip him.
Okay. Okay. I need you to make me 3 Constitution saves.
2 questions about that. 1, I'm far-ish away, I think. Yeah, according to the map, I'm 10 feet away. Do I still have to worry about the spores?
Yes.
That's a pretty huge spore area. Okay. 2,
Yeah.
I still don't breathe.
No. This is not poison. This is if they touch you.
It didn't touch me.
No, I'm saying if you are hitting them with from the way this is what you're hitting them with a melee weapon.
It's a melee weapon, but it's a reach weapon. I'm 10 feet away.
Okay. David, help me with this. The wording says if you hit this creature with a melee attack.
Strictly going by the wording, it would still count. If it traits like that, it would still count because the whip is not a ranged weapon.
I mean, I get that it has reach, but that's why I was like, this said, I'll say.
I would say, is it usually stuff like that has like, if within X area, like I know for example things with fire auras are like, if hit with a melee attack within 5 feet, at which point if it has a descriptor like that, that would better define whether the reach of 10 would exceed it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the sheet, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from the way these things are written. They pretty much burst. Pretty much burst every time they're hit with something. Every time they take a hit, they kind of burst out stuff.
I understand that. It's usually in those write-ups they give if within.
That's if it's well written, it'll tell you how far the radius is.
The closest I see on that, it's I must say, as far as their spores, it does have a 10-foot reach on the spores.
Okay, so then yeah, even with
I'm looking at a different thing it can do, and when it talks about it, the reach of its spores, it's talking about 10 feet. That's the closest I can see.
Okay, in which case, and I believe your whip has a reach of 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So then yeah, that would.
Well, that's what a reach weapon is 10 feet.
Well, true. I've just seen creatures that have reach 15 kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's because creatures can cheat. But as far as a weapon with the reach property, it gets 1 extra square.
I didn't know if you had some sort of special thing on it. Because I know it's not a regular whip. So
the only thing special about it is it's a vibrator.
Okay.
And it only vibrates because Sierra's around.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, okay. DC strength save. Okay. What is that against?
Yeah, that's a roll of strength save. DC 20, or be knocked, or be made prone because I used Battle Master to try and pull his legs out from under him.
Okay.
While doing damage.
Okay. Let's see. All those attacks. All of them hit. I'll say the 16 barely hits, but you do hit. Doing all of this, it's all just regular slashing.
Whip is piercing, I think, but it's magical.
Okay.
Because the whip is magical. Whip is slashing. There's 16 points of radiant damage in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. What are the Constitution saves?
You said roll con for the spores, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Spores I have a problem with because I don't breathe, but for some reason I have a problem with.
Well, I'll say that's the thing that it's this from the way these things are written. If they land on you, they kind of start eating away at you.
Okay, so it's more of a corrosive effect then. Okay.
Yeah. It's written as necrotic, but it says that you don't need to inhale them. You just if they land on you, then they.
Well, at least I get something then.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say
I don't breathe. Doesn't care.
Well, they describe it as a gas cloud, and then they say it does necrotic.
No, I mean a gas cloud that does necrotic damage. The damage type doesn't, necessarily match what the attack description is.
Yeah, that's why I was like the attack description is like, oh yeah, it's this, and then it's like the damage is this. I'm like, okay.
So again, damage type has nothing to do with the description of the ability.
Yeah.
So that way you're gonna have a real problem real fast.
Well, now I was looking at their like right up in their background for these things, and that's why I was like, okay, they decompose people by getting their spores on them. Let's see. Okay, you managed to do all the damage for it. You try to take its leg out from underneath it, and you yank on its leg, and you don't feel it budge.
So it made the strength save.
No, it is immune to prone.
Oh, for the love of... What in that design would make it immune to prone?
It's rooted.
They better have a slow-ass movement speed then to represent that.
If they can dig in.
I like that one, David.
They like trees, right?
Yeah. They're
fucking RoboCop ram bolts.
I like they're rooted. Dad jokes for the win.
Oh, okay. But you did a good chunk of damage to it. You see, all of your attacks seem to have had an effect. As like, as it starts deteriorating and breaking apart. Not significantly. It doesn't look rough, but it looks kind of bloody. Rayon.
Rayon is going to fly over to here.
Mm-hmm.
Before letting out 3 Eldritch Blasts at this one up north.
Awesome. Is anyone else refooting?
I'm good.
I learned my lesson again. You got me that last session, Brian. You won't get me this time. I will not fall for your trifles.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You fool me once, you can't fool me again. God, fucking mean president. God, I almost miss him. Okay. Okay, your first one, Massa, your first one, it swats away. But swatting it away with the first one is enough to leave him open to get pelted with the other two.
Question: Does his range attack have any kind of burst effect on them?
Any sort of what effect?
Any sort of does it burst anything on them, or is it actually just taking the hits?
Then I'll say, I'll say the write-up does not say that they burst from magic,
Okay.
from getting hit with magic. They it burst. It took a burst of damage from your gunshot.
That's true. That's true, and it didn't do anything. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you can effectively fire into the melee without hurting your friends. Okay, cool. I just wanted to be sure about that.
Okay. I'll say, hitting it with these bolts of energy as it kind of staggers momentarily. It's like. Anything else you are doing?
That is. I'm gonna draw my sword and take a parry stance.
Okay. Still flying?
Still flying.
Okay. Nyx, your turn.
Okay, just checking that real quick. Thanks to our close-in people, they don't seem to be needing to do that. So... Gotcha. Okay. Okay, shoot one. Let's try that. Let's shoot the one that Nalen's engaging.
You say you're gonna target this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, for my second attack, can I specifically shoot the I believe it's that orb crystal thing on the top of their head?
You can make a attack towards it. Yes.
Okay. Am I correct in thinking that'd be a disadvantage, or is it large enough to be easily?
It is effectively about the size of a normal person's head.
Okay. So would that entail a disadvantage?
You can either roll a disadvantage, or I can increase his AC.
I'll roll a disad.
Okay.
Okay. Shots down. No 18s, by the way.
So would that be the 29 or the 22?
Oh, the second attack, the 22, is the one specifically at the
disadvantage
at the top of the head. The first one's to the main body.
Okay. All right. You will connect. I'll say you will connect, and I will. I'll say called shots gives you what sort of damage, if I remember correctly?
It I wasn't necessarily doing it for an expanded maneuver or anything. I just, it, just the kind of thing of, oh, that looks like it might be important. I want to shoot it to see if it does anything extra. You know,
Okay. Okay. Because of that, I'm going to. It has an ability. I'm going to say that it can't use it for the time being.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. It cannot use two of its abilities for 5 rounds.
Oh, cool. Awesome. That I lose my bonus action to reload.
Okay.
Is Rayon in his range form?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you seem to be how do you seem to be handling these things just about as well as anyone else? I'll say over the Rayon, he's curious if your form is having any issues with either the area or these creatures.
Yes, darling.
In your head,
You can free him to feed him. Yes.
You're gonna hear back. I think one of my siblings is here. At least someone is calling out to me here. Other than that, that's the only weird thing going on.
You can leave him out.
He looks around and goes, "Okay, that's the most weird thing going on."
That's concerning. Okay, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Evan. And then Rayon, you're up next.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh, you rolled it. You re-rolled, and so you rolled higher.
Come on. Oh, tell him I'll roll it. All right. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I got everybody.
My dice are just blocking me.
They do it with one.
Can you crit a spell?
You can.
I'm about to say an attack spell where you actually had to roll to hit. Yes. Like you can critical hit your
Now,
you can critical hit your Eldritch Blast.
Ooh. What do we do for
well, if you rolled a crit, you just let the GM know, and he.
Sierra, are you wielding a weapon, or are you just spelling?
Nope. I've had my weapon since the whole wasp elephant thing.
Okay. Evan's going to sacrifice one attack so that you can use your reaction to make a weapon attack against the guy in front of you, and you gain a d6 to hit.
Awesome. That said, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are these creatures considered? Like, do they bleed?
You haven't seen them. You haven't seen them bleed yet. You saw them. You every time you've seen them get hit, they just kind of dissolve like trees ish.
Okay, then never mind. Then I
Yeah,
can't.
I need to generate fury on these things.
Say what again, my darling? Go ahead and tell me, darling.
So that's it. Okay, you hit.
That's the one Sierra's fighting. And
Okay.
then to the other one, he is going to continue with the spiritual weapon.
Plus my D6. There we go.
No, I'm going to take you to
Okay.
by school
Cool.
injuries in Stardew
All
Valley.
right. Okay, so I'll keep that for later. Suka, I'm gonna say Suka. That bolt, I'm gonna say the crossbow hits it. It flies through. I'm gonna say it flies through it. I need a Constitution save.
You are within his radius, so you roll at advantage.
Oh yeah. Well, I get to roll that advantage anyway. If it's poison or disease. So.
It's not.
It's not poison or disease?
No, it's necrotic.
Being
Oh.
necrotic does not mean it's not poison or a disease.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
can
gonna
have a
say,
necrotic
well,
poison or a necrotic dealing damage. You know, the blight spell, it does necrotic damage, but it's inflicting you with a disease.
okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
The damage type
let's
doesn't mean
see.
shit. It's the type of attack, not the damage type.
16.
Okay, from what it says, crumbling spores latch onto anything that touches them and begins to rot them. That's what I was like. I don't know if that sounds like a poison or just like some sort of rotting something or other. 26.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. These, I'll say, you managed to throw. I'll say, you managed to move out
At
of the way
advantage.
of the dust cloud.
Hold on. Let's see if my other roll. I forgot that I was at advantage. I just rolled it once. Hold on. Let's see if this was higher.
I mean, you made it already.
Oh, you never know. I could have rolled higher. I rolled the
Shooting
same
for that
thing.
18.
Oh, that's true.
You rolled.
Oh,
I rolled.
Okay.
No. I rolled the 16 both times.
And he hits the other one with the spiritual weapon.
But the spiritual
Okay.
weapon
Is a
spiritual
7.
Weapons an 18.
No. That's the overall roll of the spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
He
the
rolled a
spiritual weapon
7.
rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Way too eager for that. Right on.
Okay. What's the rule on crits in this game?
If you crit on something that requires an attack roll,
Let's say that you crit
then yeah. I mean, well, I'm just letting them know. It's like you can't crit on other stuff, but
It's
yeah.
max damage plus a die roll.
Is that what I was doing?
Yeah, that's what's on my sheets here. So I
Oh,
see what
Yeah.
but what if it's a spell? Can
Yeah.
you crit on a spell?
if it has an attack roll, you can crit on it. If it's a saving throw, you cannot crit on it.
Yeah. So
But it's still max damage on the dice, and then you roll in addition to rolling the dice.
So if it's 2d8, it's 16 plus you roll 2 more d8.
It's 1d10.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 on the dice. On the thing. So, what's my charisma modifier? All those are going towards the one Tatsuka's fighting.
Okay. That is 11, 7, 25, so for a total of... Let's say a total of...
Two.
All right. Cool.
53. 53. How do I do that?
I assume that the 30 is your crit?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Boom, 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 boom. And she did that amount of damage. Its body will start to crumple apart as its body will start to crumple apart as its arm falls off,
Right.
its leg buckles, and it crumples to the ground. It will crumple to the ground, his body seemingly disappearing into the green moss. Mouse as the orb on his head is the only thing left sitting there on the ground.
Don't do it.
It's shiny.
It is very shiny. I'm gonna pick it up.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to move. Let's see where we go. There. Message to party. I need to find out whoever this voice is.
Voice, okay.
Or whatever it is it's calling. Also, how do you give yourself multiple tokens?
You have to build it that way from the beginning.
Oh,
you can't do it as a player.
Oh, you mean like just flip it on the fly?
Yeah.
Yeah, the GM has to do that for you, or set that up for you.
Okay. Because I was I created a token for Rayon light form so that people will be able to know more easily. But
I do think, however, that Roll20 has instituted the ability for you to change your own avatar.
He can change the token, but he wants a rollable token, which players can't do.
Well, that I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to offer alternatives.
It was instant death.
yeah, and I don't want to remove the token and then have all sorts of problems. So
Okay, so that's what you're doing. So you've moved and
still using my reaction to keep a defensive stance.
okay. Tatsuka, your enemy has disintegrated.
Wait, never mind. Continue on. Carry on.
Okay. Tatsuka, your enemy has disintegrated. You said you were gonna pick up the orb that was in the middle of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. You have picked up an orb. It seems to be glowing with what looks like moonlight.
I shove it in my breast. I shove it in my breast. I eat my corset of holding.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I'm sure that won't bite us in the ass later.
I think it might be interesting.
I must say, I need you to put in your sheet, inside of your bag of holding, that you have a crown of light.
Crown of light.
Oh yeah, by the way, you casting these spells, are you casting them through the book that you have, or are you not using that yet?
Who, me?
Yes.
I have a book?
Yeah, the
Yes, the book that you bought.
Yeah. It was a creepy one.
Remember that book that you were like, "Oh, hey, this book has a bunch
I
of."
knew so. So that's those are two things that are not on my sheet then.
Yeah, the spell book of a singular cataclysm.
And the dagger. And
the dagger.
And the dagger. So if you get a second, can you resend those to me, because they are not. I also have a blank box on my inventory sheet that I don't know what it goes to. It says
Nothing.
8
It
and
goes
there's
to nothing. Roll20 has been glitching and adding a blank box to your inventory, and if you delete it, it comes back.
Yeah, okay, because it's red. I don't know why.
That's just a Roll20 glitch.
Okay, yeah. So I need the dagger in the book.
The dagger should be on your sheet. Yeah,
It is not,
great. Yeah, it is the Great Seal Render. It's underneath your vampiric bite.
Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go up. Okay. Yeah. The book is not. The book is not.
The book is not. I will add the book.
Thank you.
I'm not saying once you use it, I will tell you what it does.
But I have to hold the book, right?
I'll say you have to. Yes, you do have to be holding the book, and you need to cast a spell when you hold the book.
I guess I'll have it in my other hand then. Let's see. Only because I want to see what happens.
Okay. There we go. Spell book. I'll say, spell book of a singular cataclysm has been added.
You summon singular point Godzilla. He steps on us.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. It has been added. What else are you doing? I'll say you have put it in. I'll say you have interacted with your boobs.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
Say interact with your boobs. Hold out the book.
Putting stuff in your bag or taking stuff out of the bag of holding is an action. You can't do that.
What?
Using your bag of holding is an action.
I'll say, do you want to pull the book out, or do you want to? I'll say, do you want to pull the book out, or do you want to put the orb in?
You can't do both in the same turn.
That's fair. Well, then we'll just put the orb in my mouth. Is it big enough that it'll fit in my mouth?
It's the size of a head.
Yeah, the orb is the side of someone's head.
Oh, okay. Then in which case we'll just shove it in my pants for now.
I'm about to say it's
Oh,
basically
wait, I
like
don't have
a
any
it's
pants.
basically
I have wolf legs.
yeah. Yeah, I'm about to say it's basically the size of it's basically like the size of one of those globe. It's like a globe size.
Okay, well, in which case we'll add the orb and well, in which case I'll hold the orb, and the book will just not be out. That's fine.
Okay.
So I'll just hold the orb. It's an item action, so
All right. So you want to hold the orb and not take the book out?
and not take the book out. You are correct.
All right. So you don't want to just put the orb away then?
Not at this moment. Hold on. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh my god! Roll 20. Stop messing with me.
That's why I was like, you can do one or the other. You can either put the orb away or you can pull the book
So
out.
I cannot seem. No, I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. There we go. Yeah, I'm holding the orb. Sword out. Just gonna turn and shout Dracarys and cast Fireball.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. It will get engulfed in this, and I'll say in this searing flame. I'll say it will get engulfed in this searing flame. However, Naylin is close enough to see. The flames do not seem to have the amount of effect that you would have hoped, as part of it seems to be charred, but for the most part, it seems to be unharmed.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I shall move.
You'll see, I'll say, once the flames dissipate, you will see parts of its body kind of flake and char off. But for the most part, yeah, it doesn't really seem like it took the full amount of damage that you would hope.
These things are
Sir,
sturdy.
what do you want?
What's that?
I know it's kind of weird. Plant creatures that are resistant to fire damage. Like the amount of things that they're either resistant to or immune to is kind of weird.
Okay.
That means they're either high CR or badly balanced, one or the other.
There are ways.
I go badly balanced.
There are ways around that.
That's why I asked to know what their CR was.
Well,
Well,
you
so
have to have
some-
a class. You have to make a skill check or have a class ability to find that kind of information out. Usually,
Well, that's why I was
No-
asking
no
you
one's- no
guys.
one's done-
I wasn't saying
No
I was
one's done
going
that
to do it.
yet.
why does everybody keep running outside of the radius? God damn it!
All right, so Tatsuka's done that. The spores. Tatsuka, you will hear a clicking noise as this one rounds the corner. Looking at you, it will make a shrieking, clicking noise as it runs over to you and attempts to start smashing you into the ground.
9 times out of 10 is probably going to hit this time. I cannot be that lucky.
This one right here, looking at Nailin is the one doing the most damage to it. So. The orb in its head is going to start glowing. Is going to start. You'll see the light in it start to dim as the you'll see the light in it start to dim as you will see as you will see these rays of light start to form in the ground around you.
I see this and a game one. You don't want to be in the center.
The light around you starts to turn into these blackish tendrils that reach up to try to grab you. I need a Constitution save.
That's a odd choice for that particular description.
Yeah. Say and say. Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Well, definitely didn't beat my
Okay. Oh no, that's to hit Tatsuka and they miss.
Yeah, she just bats them with her sword. It's like, oh my god, I think I prefer the wasp over these guys. The elephant wasp. I'm sorry, the elephant wasp.
Oh yeah, they're plus 13 to 15 to hit. Sounds like fun.
Yes,
At least they're
that's
not
what
dragonflies.
I'll say, fucking dragonflies. Okay, cool. And you are still within the sphere, so you take no damage when you make it, correct?
She is not. Oh, Nayland? Yeah, Nayland's within the sphere, so if he made the save, he takes nothing.
Okay.
Everybody else fled the sphere, so they're fucked.
Okay, sweet. All right. Cool. The tendrils reach up to try to grab you. The energy radiating from, I'll say the energy radiating from, I'll say the energy that is radiating from Evan manages to, I'll say manages to disperse the darkness that is attempting to try to ensnare you. You basically bat off almost all of it, but the remaining ones try to grab you, but Evan's field disperses the remainder.
The fact that I have reach doesn't mean a damn thing.
1, 2. Okay. Let's see. Rayon, you will see one that is heading toward, and I'll say you will see one that is heading towards you.
Oh goodness, where did you come from, Lovely?
Right around the corner. It is going to. How high up in the How high up in the air are you?
About 35 feet.
Okay. It is. And I'll say you will see. And I'll say you will see its head, its glowing head, begin to dim as I'll say as these pillars of light begin to form underneath you, before these dark tendrils reach up to try to grab at you. I need a Constitution save.
A Constitution save for dark tendrils.
Yes.
Apparently.
I'll say.
If there's things trying to grab at me, I can't imagine that it would be a Constitution save.
Well, that's what they stated it as.
They're weird.
Are you weak in Constitution?
No, I critical failed.
He shouldn't be.
I critical failed it.
He rolled a 1.
He rolled a then.
Hang on. Got a thing for that.
That's what she said. About
90 feet. Yeah, you're definitely within 90 feet.
Yep.
He's gonna let you reroll.
Whoa!
I would so laugh if you rolled another 1.
See, this is why you stay within 30 feet of the cleric. Then you're always at advantage, and you can't roll a 1 unless life really hates you.
Yeah.
He also has a harder time healing you if you happen to run more than 30 feet away. Point of that rant: stay within 30 feet of the cleric. Damn it.
All right. you, I must say, these tendrils will reach. I must say, these tendrils will reach out, trying to encompass
Oh
you.
my gosh, the
I must
dog.
say, must say, must say, as they try to encompass you, you will. I must say, they kind of seem like evil vines as this wave of, I must say, as they start pulsating these waves of debilitating energy at you. As you take 19 necrotic.
It could be worse.
And that's with a success. Ouch.
This one that you are, let's see. Oh, wait, that's right. His skill has been debilitated. He can't do that. Okay. And this one hasn't had anything happen. Okay, Nayland. Man, Nick's really fucked this guy up.
Oh, I'm about to fuck him up more.
Okay. Hit.
Should I say that should hit? That's basically the same rolls as last time.
Yep. All right. You do hit, and with that amount of damage, you are able to cut him down into bits and pieces. I'll say, as his body deteriorates, body instantly kind of deteriorates and decomposes, falling into the moss and almost just like sinking underneath it, with the orb left laying on the ground.
Awesome. Take my movement. Move to assist Daphne.
As he leaves out of the field.
Yes, but I control Evan, so I control where the field is, and Evan goes before they do, so I'm not too worried, because they have not demonstrated legendary actions.
Let's see. Anyone wish to refund?
I learned my lesson.
That's it.
I am good.
Okay. Which case, Nyx, it is your turn.
Excellent.
I would like to seize the initiative.
3d6 system would so screw people over time.
Jesus Christ, Lynn is loud. We can hear
Roblox
Lynn,
does that
half the time.
That's because people told me I was loud when I was age, and so I had to become a more quiet person. I'm so quiet.
I enjoy Lynn being so animated.
I know.
I know what I'll do.
For a web so that we can
I thought the same thing. I was like,
what do you want?
I wonder if she would want
Lynn.
one for Christmas.
Lenara, can you let out the dogs?
Okay, first shot is going to go.
You get up and come let me out.
Is going to go to the one that
I'm not even gonna stop.
Suka and Nayland are at.
leave.
They build the nest. They're not going anywhere.
They will once we start shooting at them.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have to shoot at them first. But right now, they've built nests. They have multiple nests up there. They're not going anywhere. They probably already laid eggs. That's why they're probably not going anywhere.
I'm about to go climb a tree and get some hunter eggs.
Those trees are very skinny. I don't think they're sturdy. One did fall down because it rained one day. So
The second shot is going to go to the lone-ish one over here.
Okay. Alright, so where's the first one going?
The first one is going right here.
Okay.
There is something that I am doing in addition to it. I should have a number of these left. Yes, I do. I am spending a superiority die and utilizing my bonus action to allow either Nayland or Suka to use their to give them the option to use their reaction to make a melee attack at plus 1d6 to the creature.
I made the last one, so just can have this one.
Okay.
Okay. Both of them will get nailed with these bullets.
Add what to what?
I'm gonna say.
You can use your reaction to make an attack roll, a melee attack roll, and it adds I believe it adds a d6 to your damage.
Awesome.
All right. Those bullets will pierce straight through them. Pierce straight through both of them, causing the mist of necrotic. I need a con save from Nayland and from Suka.
God damn it!
I said you can't, but you had to.
No, you killed it.
Oh,
so it blew up in our face.
Oh, I don't know how healthy it is.
I didn't say you did.
Oh crap! That's like a waste of a superiority die then.
Yep.
No, you didn't kill it. Remember, you hit it. You hit it with something.
Use a smear to make one weapon attack. I was checking where the Warcaster would apply. Con save. I do not get advantage. It's in my...
I mean, it's a fairly easy con save.
You say that.
Con saves aren't. I'd be surprised if you roll low enough to get damaged by it.
I almost did, but I had to blow 3 mana to unfuck myself.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like,
I rolled a natural 1 on the first one.
Okay, that would definitely fail. Honestly, depending on your modifiers.
+4 and then plus a d6 on top of that.
1. Okay, yeah, you still would have failed that.
Sierra needs a con save.
Summer. In the summertime. Possibly. Definitely not in the winter. You said a con save?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. See, now I'm at an angle. Hold on, I gotta readjust. Ugh.
Man, you guys are hitting all over, but not on 18.
It's almost like rolling a specific number is hard.
I rolled a nat 20.
5% chance. Okay, you are fine then. I'll say you guys are fine then. You do not take. Nope. I'll say you take no damage because it's you either fail. I'll say you either fail or succeed. So there we go. Okay. In which case, Evan Bourne.
Okay, well, first Evan has to move to get people back in his radius. Getting far closer than the cleric is ever supposed to.
The field he's projecting must be GM layer only.
I have an aura. I have it set as an aura, and players can't set so players can see their aura.
Oh, I know that. I'm just pointing out that I can't see it.
Right, because again, I'm using the aura thing.
I'm out of water. I'm out of cold water.
And then from there, all right, Nayland got to make his reaction attack. So
I'll buy a filter from the fridge.
Might as well do that real quick since
I would
didn't
not-
do that. That got lost in the shuffle.
I get paid. I'll make sure to buy a filter from the fridge. Trying to keep a list of what we need besides, food.
And that is a crit for Nayland. So add +8 to that total, so 7. That would be a 20 damage for the reaction attack.
I thought it was dead.
Okay.
No,
So
apparently it just blew up in our face when you shot it. It didn't die.
I feel hot.
That's odd.
Yeah.
It didn't do that before.
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
You had to roll for it.
I mean, you shot. Yeah, it did. I'm gonna say you. I'm gonna say when you hit it. I'm gonna say anytime you hit it with something that's not magic, its body blows off spores.
My
I'm gonna say
sword
you.
is it?
It died before you hit it with the
a
sword.
spell to not have it explode in your face.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it died before you hit it with the sword.
Oh, I got you.
And you spent your attack. You spent your action picking up and holding on to it instead of because you were about to hit it with a sword and then somebody killed it and then it was like, oh well.
That's fair. I got you.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, so then yeah, that should not have exploded.
Wait, what? The bullet?
He was describing a cantrip by saying it was his bullet.
Well, that's a part of what it is.
What the 20? The aim special bullet is not like that's a cantrip. It's not actually a bullet.
Specifically, I was using this one, but I also have these.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were bullets. I thought you were actually shooting guns. Okay.
Well,
Never mind
if
then.
you read the spell, I am, but it's magically augmented.
Yeah, he's enchanting his bullet with a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's still a bullet, but
You make a weapon attack as part of the spell.
I can't sit still.
Yeah, it's kind of like moving blade
Gotcha.
and such.
And
I feel like I'm.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool. In which case, then yeah, those won't count then.
With the dogs.
Okay. Cool. All right. I assume that he's shooting at this one up north.
yeah, he's shooting at the one next to Rayon.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Your whip. I must say your whip does the damage.
That should be a total 20 damage because that's a crit for Nayland.
Yes, and I need a
Yeah.
I need a. Let's see, and no one's in range to get spored from this guy, so those are. Let's see. It's a 19 to hit and a 16 to hit. The 19 hits, the 16 barely hits.
And for what it's worth,
And you pass the con roll.
for what it's worth, it is a +2 gun.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, these two are looking fairly rough. Because now this damage is starting to pile on. Rayon.
Matt,
What?
why aren't there Christmas trees up yet? And Christmas lights. I feel some kind of way. I feel like you and Lynn should have had this done.
Are you okay?
Our neighbors already have lights out. Those assholes behind us. The fucking dogs.
3 more Eldritch blasts towards the one in front of me.
No, I am seriously burning up. I feel fucking hot.
You feel clammy.
Do I feel clammy?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm burning up. I feel hot. I slept outside and I thought it'd be cold, but it wasn't cold outside.
Are you having a hot flash?
Oh, am I hitting menopause already? It's like my dream to go into early menopause. Nobody wants to put a baby in me, so.
It's 43 outside.
Is it? It didn't feel cold.
It's 12 degrees. It's not even 12 degrees above freezing.
I am so hot. Can I?
Okay.
I'm open the door for
You will.
But just to like.
All right, Rayon, you strike this one. I'll say the first blast blows off its arm. The second blast blows off a chunk of its torso. And the third blast will go straight through its core as its body will kind of tremble before turning into dust and falling to the ground as the orb hits the ground and just kind of rolls.
It was definitely not a spider.
Okay. Anything else, Rayon?
Anything else you know?
No, that's it.
Okay. Tatsuka.
Can we open the back door? Because I'm like seriously burning up. I'm hot. It's like, I'll get out. Huh? It didn't feel freezing to me. Come here, Titan. He's not cold. His breath stink, but he's not cold.
Yes, he is. Do you not feel him?
No, he doesn't feel cold. He's not cold.
Anything you wish to, Tatsuka?
Your hands are warm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something.
You are cold.
Okay.
Argue about whether the dog's hot or cold.
I'm cold. I feel like I'm.
Sarah is cold to the touch and complaining that it's hot.
Yeah, I'm burning up. I feel like I'm hot. Well, I don't feel like I'm hot. I am hot.
Yeah, it sounds
Hot
like you caught the
flashes.
flu again.
No, I feel fine. Besides the fact that I feel like I'm in like 103-degree weather. I feel hot.
Right.
All right, what was I doing?
She's going through menopause, guys.
I could only be but so lucky.
Is this your phone?
No, that's Lynn's phone.
This is not Lynn's phone. This
No.
is your work phone.
Oh yeah, that's my work phone. Oh, I thought you were asking. Oh, I thought you were talking about the sound. Okay. No, I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
I am going to take the orb and put it in my corset, and then I'm gonna use Quicken Spell
Wait, did I take it down?
and cast Hunter's Mark. Booyah!
Quicken spell doesn't work on Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark's already a bonus action.
As a bonus action.
So you can save that sorcery point and just cast it normally.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then let's do that.
That's it, because it's already a bonus action. You can't make it faster.
Huzzah.
So what are you trying to do?
She put the thing in her corset and then she cast Hunter's Mark.
And that's my action. I'm gonna step outside. Oh my god, I feel like I'm so hot.
Maybe you should take off your
I am.
sweatshirt.
I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
So what are you casting?
Hunter's Mark. It gives her plus 1d6 to damage when she hits the thing.
Okay. And she's gonna take a swing at him.
No, she used her action to put the orb in her corset.
Okay, cool. Spores again. Let's see. He can't cast that. He did that.
Oh, it's
All right.
turn.
Let's see. Let's see if they can do it again. And he does. Okay. I'll say. All right. Which case? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll say those orbs of light are going to float around its head again
That's a good boy.
as it starts to throw them at folks. I need everyone to select a number 1 through 5.
5.
1 and 2 then. And David's asleep, so he gets 3.
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
Your head is back, your eyes are shut.
Go away, Titan. Go.
I tricked you, Titan. Oh, who's going to throw? Who's going to throw? Do you want some blueberries? I wonder if those are still any good.
If it's not going mold, it should still be good.
Who was 1?
I was 1 and 2.
Okay. Tristan, I need 1 roll. I believe David was 3, so I need 1 roll from David.
What,
And you need 2 rolls for me.
2 rolls from you and 1
What are we
roll
rolling?
from Matt. Matt, you're immune to radiant, correct?
We month here.
What,
Okay. Which case you do not need to roll.
What am I rolling?
Let's see. Hold up. Sorry. I need dex saves.
Okay, Sierra, you are back within the radius, so you get advantage again,
Okay.
as is everybody else. So.
Right.
Helps if you look at the right character for your save.
Rosca.
13. What's that?
Rosca.
What's the 19? And the 19 win. 19 plus 6.
Who's a good boy? That's a good boy. Sit.
Not Titan.
That's a good boy.
Okay.
Well,
Cool. So that's
Asuka, come here.
and I need
Oh, that's right. You need two. I'm sorry.
sorry. Yeah, I need two.
You're not getting another one. You didn't even get the first one.
19 again. It's the same.
Okay. Cool. All right. Nyx,
You want a treat? Come here.
you will
Yeah.
take 8 damage as one of these motes of energy explodes in your face. I'll say in this flash of light that is currently blinding you. You are considered blinded until until the start of the enemy's next turn.
Did you hear that?
They started doing his next turn.
And 8 damage.
Come here.
8 radiant, and you are considered blinded until the end of until the start of the enemy's next turn.
That's right. 16 didn't make it.
Barely didn't.
Not resistant to it. Duh.
Okay. Let's see.
That's what I was
Okay.
doing. It's on.
Nayland.
You're still a bad boy.
Sit.
Okay.
Like sit. Titan, stay. Stay. No, sir. Stay. No, sir. Stay.
Oh, I think he's still not dead? No.
Stop.
He doesn't
It's
like
pretty
it.
rough looking.
Stay.
We have to get that advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't like things on his head.
Asuka.
And you can
Yes,
count
hit,
that.
hit,
I rolled
hit.
an 18 on my second con save. So we
He rolled an 18.
Ooh, that's 14 hit points for you.
that doesn't stack though, as I recall.
It does.
They
stack.
do.
They do. Okay.
Yep.
Stack until a short rest or until you get your ass kicked. One or the other. All right. That is boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Con saves, boom, 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 boom. All right.
He's next to your.
Slicing and slashing into it, it will, I'll say, with that amount of damage, it will crumple and fall apart. With the orb clinking against the ground.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. Are the creatures still clicking as they exist and move around?
The clicking seems to have dispersed. There's only one that seems to be still clicking.
Okay, can I tell its direction?
Seems to be west of you.
Okay.
Give
His
Asuka like.
eyes closed and watery.
Give Asuka like 10 or so.
Actually, let me double check my movement.
Let's see what blind does.
Are you cooling off yet?
Not yet, but it tastes yummy.
But it hasn't dropped yet.
Here.
That's why I opened the front door.
Right, so yeah. Yeah, you would just be rolling this at disadvantage.
Yeah. I was hoping to be able to get within my sight range, but that's fine.
There you go.
Okay. Time.
Good girl.
2 dice. Oh, damn it. Okay, ignore deduct for the for these attacks. Can you deduct 10 from my piercing damage?
Sure.
Because
Have you rolled it yet? I'm about to say, have you keyed it in yet? Or
I'm keying it in now.
okay.
Because I am not sharpshooting, and by default it does sharpshoot. So,
Gotcha.
I just removing 10 from the piercing is removing the sharpshoot
Lay
bonus.
on site form.
No,
Gotcha.
the thing you're using.
What?
The thing you're using.
Okay, so that will hit, and alright, so they both hit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, roll advantage.
Alright.
I don't need to see you to be able to hit you.
As it kind of reels back from the damage. Evan.
Okay. And I guess we'll shoot the one Nick shot at. One, two.
Alright. Those will hit. Okay. Let's see. These are just regular crossbow bolts, right?
They are. It is not a magic crossbow, but he does get, due to being cleric, he does get that extra existence damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, cool. I was just making sure. All right. The arrows, I must say, your arrows appear to be lodging into the creature, not doing excessive amounts of damage, but the radiant does seem to be, the radiant does seem to be getting through.
Oh,
Okay.
is radiant damage effective? We can change that.
Well, you don't want it to be effective?
Huh?
I'd say radiant damage hurt the creature. We want to hurt the creature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because not everybody has radiant damage magical weapons, and I was like, I can fix that.
Well, it's not effective as in it's causing more damage. It's not being diminished.
Yeah.
It's not resistant. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So I can just make everybody else here, not everyone, because eventually it is gonna eat away my.
Right.
Man.
Rayon, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Is it my turn already?
Mhm.
Alrighty.
We're moving fairly quickly. You currently have no enemies in front of you.
Can I make a sense roll to sense which direction the distress call is coming from?
It is coming effectively map north.
Okay, I will let the rest of the party know that there's a distress call coming from map north. Everyone except Suka, because Suka doesn't hear me.
Oh wait, hang on. I don't hear you either, and you have to make a wisdom save.
Why do you not hear me?
Because of the thing on my sheet.
GM confirmed.
Yeah. It's a sheet thing.
What kind of distress?
So yeah, I need a wisdom save.
At least I believe you get an advantage because you're inside the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's how you're gonna rule this, because
No, I mean, no, it's
the way the power is worded, it kind of just says it does. It reaches.
well, I'll
people
say
across.
if you make the wisdom roll, I believe you do.
No. Either way, it doesn't work. It's just that he's making a wisdom against a secondary issue.
Oh.
And again, that's what I'm saying is that this isn't technically psychic, which was my argument against this going towards Sierra, but that's how Brian ruled it.
I'd say he ruled it because due to the ruling with Sierra, and I already cleared this with Brian when I took it. Yeah, it's
With me,
Hold on.
it doesn't matter if it's psychic or not. Nobody can get in. Nobody
Well,
can do
and
X,
that's
Y,
the same
Z.
type of thing I have here.
Ugh.
It actually explicitly says in any way.
Because
It doesn't care whether it's psychic or not. It's just any way.
Is someone whittling?
I say, who's shredding paper into the mic?
I'm
Sierra
eating an
is-
icy. I'm trying to cool my body temperature. We didn't have any ice. This was the next best thing I had.
All you can do as the song says.
What the song says.
You know what the song says? Take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
Because it's getting hot in here. Or I guess there, as the case may be.
You're right. I don't want this Titan. This is processed.
they actually post publicly.
No.
What are we waiting on?
What? I'm waiting on Brian because he said hold on for a moment.
Oh.
That's what I was waiting on.
Oh, from what you sent me.
Yeah,
All right.
I was confirming that.
Yeah. Are these things considered monsters?
Somebody would need to roll for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know anything about them.
I've been asking the two people who can know things about them to tell me things about
Yes,
them, but
that
okay.
takes actions that we don't want to spend.
Yeah.
I can happily, once they're done trying to kill us, I can happily examine them, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of a fight.
I'll cover.
Actually, doing it in the middle of a fight, given that they seem to be highly resistant to things, sounds like it would be a good trade to gain some intel.
Well, I can tell you what their resistances are. They just keep dying before I get a chance to do it.
Oh, nice. 18.
So I was thinking, action.
Bonus
Go
action.
ahead.
Uh,
By the time I get locked on to the next one, it dies.
Go ahead and just get this out of the way while Brian reviews.
Okay, you made the save. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, you made the save. You are fine.
Who doesn't have a magical weapon?
No, I think all of us have magical weapons. Evan's using a non-magical crossbow, but he has a magic sword. He just hasn't gotten into sword range.
Mm.
that weapon's technically magical.
I still want an actual ruling on that, Brian, at some point. But
That's what I'm typing right now. I'll say but you can do what you can continue with what you're doing right
I
now.
mean, we've already gotten rulings on this stuff when we.
I'm giving it to Matt though.
I said, these questions were asked a long time ago.
The way that, well, again, I pitched a fit when Sierra's came out too, because literally the way the stuff is written is that my words just reach you guys. That's the way it's written.
Yes, and the way my name's worded is says, nothing, you cannot be mentally contacted in any way.
Same.
I'm not mentally contacting you.
You are speaking into my mind. You said that.
There's nothing mental about it. It is
Well,
my power is meta.
And this ability is also anti-meta.
it kind of is from the way that it's written. And I'll say from the way that ability that he has is, yes, it technically is exactly what I'll say is exactly what it says. Is just like if you in any way try to communicate, then this happened. It is just pretty much if you try to talk to him through any means by which just trying to talk to him like directly with your mouth, then this triggers. That's literally the way it's written. That's why I was like, can't really do anything. That's why I was like, I can't really do anything about that. So
I would like it on the record that, especially considering that a member of your party does communicate this way, that was a dick move. But hey, it's okay, because there's no way that No, I'm not even going to do this. I'm not going to dignify this entire situation with a response as...
I will happily admit that the character took the ability explicitly because a random voice kept, speaking to him out of the blue.
You knew who the random voice was!
And he is still convinced you're a crazy person and doesn't want people randomly speaking into his head without, going, hey, is it okay if I do this first?
Okay. I just do not want to hear your lip again the next time that it happens in another game from one of my characters. That's my response here. Like, just make sure that you keep yourself consistent on this.
No, I was actually expecting lip. I was just waiting for it to actually come out. And now it's come out and you've given the lip, and I'm fine with you giving the lip. I was expecting the lip, and it actually finally came out that I had that ability.
Let's see. Rayon, you are moving forward. You moving towards the voice, I presume?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. You can take your movement if you like. I know you moved a little bit. I didn't know if you were going to move any farther than that.
You can move on.
That's as far as you were going?
I don't know how far back I was, but I thought it was about...
You were right here. You only moved like four spaces.
I'm blinded and I'm unaware that you're doing that. Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Tatsuka.
I want to cover you, but I can't, because I don't know you're doing that.
You don't know who's doing what.
I'm blind,
He doesn't.
so I can't
Yeah,
see.
he doesn't know where you went.
Oh, I said I was going north.
He's still blind. He doesn't know which way that is.
I will pick up the orb
No, I'm kind of blind. I'm limitedly blind.
again.
Okay. Picking up another orb.
Yep, from this one.
Okay.
Then
Cool.
I will move. Huzzah! And cast Quicken Spell.
Mhm.
Let me take the whatchamacallit. Is Quicken Spell 1 or 2? It's been 2. Oh, excuse me. Any constellation, I don't feel as hot.
Let's see. Oh yeah. By the way, Rayon, as you get closer to that area, you will smell a very foul decomposing smell coming from ahead.
Mm. No, we know fire doesn't work. So I've already used. So what are you? What does this do? Yeah, we'll just use this one on the creature.
Okay, just magic missile.
Yep.
Are you just launching one?
Okay.
Because
That's how you roll. It fires 3 by default if you cast it level 1.
Oh.
So you get to roll. So you get to do that 2 more times.
Okay.
I feel like that.
You will hit it and just kind of. Okay. All right, you will nail it with these magic missiles. Staggers a little. Anything else?
Nope, that was my action.
Okay.
I'm collecting these things like candy.
It is determined to hit you with this shit. So.
It is more than likely to attempt and try and hit me with this shit. Oh, the 21 hit,
fucking
right?
time. Yeah.
Wait, no,
God.
reaction.
To do what?
Yep.
Okay.
It does not hit.
Okay.
No.
There we go. Burn that mana.
I will. It's only 2. Whittle me away. But it's only 2. It's okay.
Okay. Nayland.
wait, what?
Nayland.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't have the round counter separating things. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's confusing that way.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do the round counter thing. I mean, I remember you told me how to, but I forgot.
I generally just don't delete it since it's persistent.
And Matt can be informed. I rolled another 18.
Okay. I believe that's 14 to you and 14 to him.
Yep. On the con save, it doesn't do me any good. Oh, look, a third 18, but it's advantage, so it would be a 20, so that doesn't. Okay, so just the 118. Take my move. Get off the. Alright, so.
Okay. All right. All right. It looks pretty rough, but it's still standing.
Yep.
All right. No refoots, so that would be Nyx.
Okay, I am going to use an action to dash. And
You can see again, by the way.
Oh, I can. Okay, I was just gonna rely on my blind sight.
Yeah, no, you must say you can see it again. Your vision came back at the start of this turn.
Oh, cool. Okay, can I get the 2 of you can handle this?
Oh, easily.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Nyx, upon reaching that area, you will come across a disgusting, familiar smell of decomposing corpses.
Oh, why? Okay.
And I'll say it smells like mold. It smells like mold and decomposing corpses.
Okay. Rayon, I'm going to be your battle buddy for this evening.
Alright. Anything else you're doing?
I still feel like I'm hot. You can't burp. Stop. Look, I'm hot.
Okay.
Swallow it back in.
I will, yeah, I will have a bonus action to pull a little device from my arm and toss that device over to Rayon. I'm gonna be casting Sanctuary on him.
Still mad at you. I love you. Still mad at you, but I love you.
Evan.
I love you too. I love you too.
Evan's turn.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Give me
ma'am.
a
What?
break
Go
me
bed?
up.
Is it bedtime?
Okay. Doesn't look like he needs to move.
Set. Lay down.
1, 2, 3,
I hope you learned your lesson today, Titan.
4.
I literally stuck my pants on top of the crate so he knows what he did was wrong. You're still
Special weapon.
What are you over here eating? What did I drop?
Alright, that will hit. Slamming into him.
Where's my good boy?
It's so fucking hot. I'm stepping back
You like
outside.
your brother, Adam?
Okay. And both of them will connect with 6,
You're gonna step
3,
I'm so hot.
5.
I feel like I'm burning up.
Maybe you should go take off your pants.
But they're not. Look, they're not even thick.
Okay. With that, the radiant energy will burn apart its body as the orb clatters into the ground. And for the time being, you guys are out of combat.
I will grab the orb
Okay.
and shove both of them into my bosoms
Okay.
and continue.
Make sure you
on.
update it. Make sure you update that on your sheet.
Yep, I have 3 now. Mwahaha.
How tall is this mountain thing right in front of me?
These are basically walls.
Okay, they're walls.
These are they're ceiling high walls.
Okay. Then as I get to the fork, I'm gonna try to figure out which direction.
I'm gonna go this way. Come here.
I'll say to your east is a terrible decomposing flesh smell, and the smell of rotting corpses and mold.
So it smells
To
like
your-
a death pit.
To your west is where you hear the gnawing, chewing noise that you heard earlier.
And the cry for help, which you said was coming from.
Either investigation or insight, or technically, investigate. I'll say, considering that it's more of a psychic crime, then yeah, that would be like an investigation or insight.
Yes, I do.
And I'll give you a plus. I'll give you a +5 if you roll insight.
Okay. 31.
Okay. I must say, you should go west.
Rayon's gonna look around and be like, tell Nyx, this way.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I suppose we're not going towards the death smell, though. Wait, we're heading towards that other sound?
The sound seems to be getting louder as you get closer to it. It seems like you hear it. It seems like you hear it chewing on a lot of somethings.
Oh, that's okay. We can definitely handle this. Though I think we should wait up for everyone else if this thing has the ability to just swallow and chew.
Okay. As you are rounding the corner, you start to see this massive mound that appears to have multiple things writhing inside of it. Okay. Upon reaching that point, Rayon is the first to see it. You will see this thing.
Okay. It looks like it came out of Resident Evil.
It appears. I'm gonna say from what you can see. It appears to be some sort of composition of body parts. I'm gonna say it's composition of body parts held together by mold and rats.
What's its CR level?
No one
that.
must say.
He's not required to tell us that, right?
It wouldn't matter if I could find it out. Apparently, half the party can't hear it.
I'll say.
Wait.
I'm gonna say less than the things that you were just fighting. Significantly more annoying than them, though. I'm gonna say hilariously enough, more difficult to defeat, lower CR.
But that doesn't tell me if I can morph into it or not.
Ah, okay, that's your.
Technically, with what it is, no, you cannot.
What is it?
You can morph into part of it.
You said what?
You can morph into part of it. You can't morph into all of it. It is a swarm.
Yeah, I can't turn into a swarm.
Yeah, you can't turn into swarms. You can happily turn into a rat though.
Yeah.
Ooh, turn into a Nomi.
This thing will look towards you as you kind of see it kind of shoving something into its stomach mouth. This tiny arm, this tiny arm that you will see, which Rayon and Nyx, based on the size of the arm and the cries that you heard earlier, you are assuming this thing just finished eating something resembling a child.
Please tell me, Rayon, that this is not one of your siblings.
I don't think this is one of my siblings.
Good.
Yeah. Roll 20 thingy is still acting up.
So, destroying it wouldn't be an issue with you.
I'll let you know if when I strike it, it's like, yeah, what the fuck, but...
And I will add into the initiative because it is time for initiative. I say, everyone feel free to re-roll their initiatives because you are in combat again.
Oh, lower initiative.
Lucky for you, this thing has first shit initiative.
If we were in water, I would definitely turn into a
Large.
dolphin and
And
take
well
it.
done, so it's probably slow. The multiple arms and faces do concern me, though. I expect it'll be able to wrench up what it's
Oh,
eaten as
that's
some
an
sort of
18.
maybe acid attack.
An 18, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23.
Either way, it offends my sensibilities.
Yeah, goody. Evan botched. And here I thought I'd be going last.
Well, I thought I would be going a little slower, but Tatsuka rolled an 18, so.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
All right, so everyone. Okay, everyone sucks. Goody.
Who's everyone? Take that back.
Plus, you can give yourself 14 temporary HP.
Yay!
All right,
Oh my god.
top of the round.
Funny.
Rayon.
Stop messing with me.
How tall is this thing?
This thing is. Let me look. Let's see. It is in this form.
I don't like how he said that.
Hmm?
So I don't like how he said that.
Hmm?
Oh, whoa. People just kind of moved.
Well, I mean, we've been moving to catch up, you know.
Well, he called for initiative. That's why I wasn't sure
So it is. Let's see. It is currently 16 feet tall.
Oh, good. And the ceiling height in this area?
Roughly, it seems to be just big enough to fit underneath it.
So roughly somewhere between 16 and 20, sounds like.
Around about 20.
So much for that plan.
It seems to be taking up most of the hallway and most of the pathway that it's in, and most of the ceiling that in the area that it's in.
Rayon. If there's a crystal stalactite above it, there's a risk some mist could come out of it, but you might be able to split it pretty good even if it detonates.
Nah, I'll just hit it perfectly.
Oh, it's too cute. This Emperor glider. I want one for a pet.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay, you will. I must say. Okay, those. Let me check. It's okay. It's AC as shit. Yes, you hit.
Judging by its size, we are.
Okay, that is. Let's see. That is okay. You do some. I must say you put some. I must say. You seem to burn into several parts of it. Parts of its body fall off, kind of like sloughing off. As you hear like the screech, as you hear like this combined screech of humans and rats, as if they were being set on fire.
Set on fire with the force.
All right.
Covered in gems.
Tatsuka.
And you can pick a gem. You just hold up.
Ah.
Little armadillos.
Mm.
Dum, 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 dum. Swinging from your nose hairs.
Also, I see it on the map, Brian, and I find it amusing.
Yes.
And if that's what I think it is, that's the reason I took that ability. Matt was just a side effect. Because this is Ravenloft. It's all about mental fuckery. So being able to, have bonuses against mental fuckery.
Again.
Oh, concentration.
I don't feel
up
that
to
my
1
power
hour.
should be considered mental fuckery.
So I can still have Hunter's
But
Mark.
I'm going to have that conversation with Brian after the call.
By all means.
Well, then just go ahead and make sure Hunter's Mark is set. Oh, hold on. Is it?
I only get to use some of that.
It's a D6. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
I wish I could do something more team attacky with you guys. I can do shielding and defensive stuff. But... Oh, I can't drop the crystal on
It's 13 makes it 23.
Daughter's in there writing forbidden love stories.
23 for the first hit. It's a 17, so 23 for the first hit. 27 for the second hit.
Okay, so you run up and you're hitting it. All right.
Yep.
So you're swinging and trying to hit it with your thingamajig?
With my sword?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, you do hit.
Okay. What is it? 1d6. Whoa. It's a 2d6 thanks to Hunter's Mark. It's 10 plus 5. So that's 15. And
Here. Can you roll that for me?
6,
Can you roll that for me?
5. So
Roll
that's
that for me?
11, 15, 16. 15 and 16, sir.
Okay. Cool. You will, I'll say, you will hit into it as more of it sloths off. It's looking super rough.
Already?
Oh, already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, is it gonna burst if you kill it?
Is that it for you?
Has the second
Yeah.
form.
Okay. But I'll say before Nayland takes his turn, is going to use this legendary action.
There we go.
This thing is going. I'm gonna say, right. I need Tatsuka to make me a. I need either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Now it's getting handsy.
Oh. I am very acrobatic. It's funny, I pulled up my sheet and I was just like, my acrobatics is a 10. That can't be right. It should be 17. And then I realized, no, that's common.
You want?
Okay, so that is a 24, sir.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say, which case, you will see this. I'm gonna say, you will see this creature.
Did it get bigger?
I'm gonna say, its mass seems to increase. The space that is currently taking up, you are considered within it.
24 wasn't enough.
I'll say you are. I'll say she is not grappled. No, I'll say she is not grappled. No, but
I'm like under its
you.
legs or something.
Oh no! I'll say it basically expanded into a swarm of body parts and rats.
Ah.
I'll say the size that it is right now is the amount of space that is currently taking up as the swarm.
So
I'll say it basically.
I failed?
No, you succeeded. In which case, you only take. Right. You take 2 piercing damage. As these mice are just swarming around your legs and feet, you feel a couple of them just kind of nip at you, going by.
I mean, I'm already pretty low on health. That too hurt. I feel
Okay. Tristan.
All right.
Hello.
I should be able to get her to safety if you can't.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay. You must say so. You're entering the swarm.
But no, I'm trying to get adjacent to it so I can attack it.
Okay, you got to move down because you're overlapping the picture. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. In which case, all of those hit. You do damage.
Okay, I'm going to the fundraiser.
And I must say, you do damage, and as the swarm, you do all this damage. I need a perception check.
A cocktail dress? I'd probably look like an exploded can of biscuits in a cocktail dress.
If what's her face can have a Hollywood star, that means that she can dress nicely. You can dress nicely too. Pretty sure she's bigger than you.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Okay. It is dead.
Huzzah!
It's still moving, or?
Nix, it is your turn.
Okay, don't answer me then. I think I got it.
It is not move. It is not moving.
So I think it's dead.
I'll look over to Round and Evan. Look back to the situation over there.
Hello, my name is Titan, and I'm here to talk to you today. Hello, my name is Titan. Lay down.
Move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
It'll learn how to pet them with.
Looking at it, it's not gnawing at Suka or anything.
Nope, it's just a pile of dead rat. It's just a pile of dead rats and body parts.
Okay, 2 of you okay?
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, the stench is a little bit unbearable, but I mean.
You get used to that in this line of work.
Okay.
Anything else you're doing next?
Yes. I just need to double check my range on it.
What you don't get used to is the laundry bills.
Okay. Oh, damn, she'd be out of range. Are we still officially in combat?
Game mechanically, yes.
Okay.
As far as I'll say, from what you can tell, this thing is dead.
Okay.
Can you burn it?
I mean, I to an hold on 1 second. Did I take that cantrip?
Because if nothing else, if it's at that size, it's probably blocking our path. So we need to do something to clear it.
Well, if it's a
No,
storm,
it's just flat. It's just a. You basically just be walking over like a probably about like a foot tall pile of like it technically would count as like difficult terrain.
Okay, so it partially collapsed and then it just became knee deep.
I see. He didn't like that.
I need an adult.
What I am going to do then.
I just have the feeling if I'm action molested Titan, he would like it. He's like,
I will.
keep going. Oh, he's coming back. He heard me talking about molesting him.
Mhm.
he's
Well, I mean,
begging.
he's in the phase now where he humps things.
I still have not yet seen him humping anything.
Suka, if you Nix will toss one of his discs.
I'm honestly surprised he doesn't
Towards,
still
towards Suka. Suka, if you take a few steps towards that disc when you have a chance.
Are we still in combat?
Apparently, we are still in combat time. Yeah.
Oh, you could have thrown it just a little bit more to the right.
No, it's unfortunately it's a bit weighty.
It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. Well, actually, no. There's no. Is this a healing thingy?
Okay, yes, but remember, I don't think you've mentioned to Nix your healing issues.
Well, even then, it would still give you temporary hit points, which is better than nothing.
I mean, no, debatable.
No,
Temporary
because
hit points prevent you from going to 0.
those temporary hit points won't stack with mine.
No, but depending on how much he has from you, it might be more than that.
I doubt it.
How many 18s has she rolled since we last took a long rest? I mean,
3.
Yeah, so I'm up to 42.
Oh well, then there's
You have to actually add those. Or
No, I have a temporary hit point spot.
actually,
Is that it? Must say is
Oh
that
no,
it?
I
Nix?
don't. So I know how.
That'll be it for me. Oh no, I'm gonna use my bonus action to reload.
I'm
And
going to
then-
take a
Okay.
look into that because of how your weird thing works, they might be stackable.
Okay, but yeah,
Okay.
that'll be it for me.
Because
Okay. Which case?
it says that they can stack with. Mine can stack on top of those, but
Yeah, we know yours can stack. We're seeing if David's would stack on top.
yeah,
of
because of her weird how healing works.
oh, okay. It might stack in that case, but anything that says that hit points don't stack with, not stack with mine.
If a spell or ability other than your own would cause you to gain temporary hit points, you gain that many temporary hit points instead. Temporary hit points do not normally stack. It does not say they stack here, so unless Brian rules otherwise, yeah, they probably would not stack.
Which is okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Her temporary hit points not included in her health bar. So
Yeah.
if you're looking at her, she's much better off looking than her actual health bar.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to put them in your health bar, so she's actually doing it correctly.
There will, must say, from within the pile, you will see a momentary twitch from one of the limbs, as you see within one of the arms, something seems to be crawling around underneath the skin, which you assume to be probably a rat. As that arm, that disjointed arm that does not seem to be attached to anything, it's just a dismembered arm, will reach inside of the pile as you see another arm as well reach inside the pile and pick up something and throw it at. I'm not saying we'll throw it. I'm not saying we'll throw one at Nayland and we'll throw one at Nyx.
Which hit goes to who?
31 is to you. 23 is to Nayland.
Oh, the 23 misses.
Okay, 23 misses you. Does the 31 hit you Nyx?
Yeah, because I can't. Even with my AC buffs, that 31 is super high.
Okay, cool. In which case, as a 2, so that body part was thrown at you. Okay. You have, I must say, I apologize, David. If I say what is reached inside of it, it reaches inside the child that you saw earlier. I'm gonna say that you assumed that it ate earlier. It throws its decomposing body at you.
Ah.
The baby, the mangled corpse of the baby, as it is flying through midair. It's suddenly. I'm gonna say through midair. It suddenly looks as if it is actually moving now, as the body parts underneath it seem to be animated by whatever mice and rats are inside of it. It latches onto you.
You drink it?
It's called Tostitos.
It latches on to me.
This baby latches onto you. As rats come pouring out of its mouth and start swarming all over you.
Babies in a Tesla.
What?
We don't have a Tesla in the driveway.
Oh, those poor babies.
Okay. Cool. As I'm gonna say, as this baby is holding on to you, you are considered grappled. As you have mice swarming all over you, biting all over your body, taking 9 piercing damage.
Damn, another ow.
This thing is considered, Emma says, the swarm seems to come back to life.
Mythic form.
Suka, I need another. I need another. I need another. Where is it? I need another athletics or acrobatics check.
With all oh, sorry, go on.
And I also as it starts moving forward, I need one from Nayland and from Nyx as well.
Okay. Does my mind go off with the movement?
Your mind will go off. Yes. Okay. Boom! You see limbs and rats go flying all over the place. Still seems to be moving though. Okay.
Well, I have things swarming on me, so that just makes sense.
Right. Take is that 2 piercing damage?
Who, me?
For, I'll say for Nyx. Never mind. You fail. So you take 5 piercing damage and okay.
Is this thing a creature that's on me, by the way?
The arm does counts as a part of the swarm. It basically threw a part of itself at you.
Okay. In which case, I got a thing to click.
Okay. Cool. All right.
My armor doesn't like that, and will leak acid onto them.
Awesome. You will leak acid onto that. I must say, you will leak acid onto that, and good for you because it is officially. I must say the belt. I must say the baby and the mice melt off of you.
Oh, whoo!
Unfortunately, you must say you failed your athletics save, and you are consumed. I must say you are consumed by the swarm. You are considered grappled by it. You are considered grappled by it, and you are considered 2/3 cover. I must say, Naolin manages to dance around inside of the swarm, avoiding serious damage. It's considered rough terrain for you, and Suka still need the acrobatics roll. They muted. I'll wait on that. Evan.
Okay. Evan's gonna run up. As he does so, he reaches out with his hand towards Nyx.
My role is in the chat, my guy.
Oh, is that the 29?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I makes it.
Cool.
I'm very athletic.
Yes, you do.
I mean, very athletic.
You take two. I'll say you take two. I'll say you take two. You take 2 points of damage.
Who does?
You do.
I do.
Yeah, you make your roll. You take half.
Oh, I make my roll. I take half.
What's black and sits in the corner?
I realized I took 2 from there, but I should take it from my temporary hit point pool, whatever.
Okay. Oh, that saves him from grapples?
It allows me to move him.
Oh, okay. So let me make sure. Hold on.
There's nothing in there that would prevent him from being yanked out of a grapple.
I know it's true. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, before I was so rudely interrupted by Brian.
Okay. I will. Sure. Okay. Cool. All right. So it is. I must say, you managed to pull. I must say, rescue Nyx from the. I must say from it.
And then for our next trick,
I'm gonna go try out some of my jokes on Lynn.
Mm-hmm. Poor Lynn.
Yeah. All right. Dawn. Okay. Cool. Cool. It will. I must say the Dawn will hit it. Constitution save. It is not that great at it. He fails. All right. He takes that damage. He is looking super rough. Cool. All right. Tatsuka, based on where you are standing, looking forward, looking down this hallway, you will see this massive monolith.
It looks like it's marking something.
yes.
Oh. Cool.
You are feeling, despite the item that you have, this thing seems to be actively attempting to push its way into your brain.
I don't appreciate that.
I must say it does not seem to be trying to communicate with you. It seems to be trying to actively push your brain out and insert itself in.
Part of me is curious to see what would happen if it does do that. Well, another one is like, it's my body.
I think,
I'm
given what
not
we've seen
sure.
going on since we got here, we know nothing good.
Okay. Anyone wish to refoot?
Evan?
Okay.
Sure, I'll give refooting a shot.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Just waiting for Evan. Oh, so Evan already did. All right, cool. Cool. I'll say before Rayon's turn is going to take his legendary action.
No, bitches.
Mase is going to Mase is going to take his legendary action and it's going to use 2 legendary actions and do this. You will hear a screech. I'm going to say you will hear a screech as you will hear from back where you came from, some uncomfortable sloshing noise.
I'll be back with more Disney.
All right.
Okay, but I missed.
Yeah, nothing really.
Cool. All right, cool. Rayon, it is your turn. This guy looks super rough.
Again? Like he
Yep.
got him down to 0 before.
Maybe somebody should
Yeah,
set
you
him on fire.
I'm trying to. It takes a minute. Evan's got him under the magnifying glass effect.
Okay. Well, we
I
hold
have the Hammer of Dawn and I'm using it.
2. That's 27 to hit.
That hits.
16 on the second one. Sorry, 26 on the second one.
That hits.
A 22.
Okay, those hit. Effectively, if you roll higher than a 12, you will hit them.
First one does 10 force damage.
Okay.
Second one does 6 force damage.
Okay.
And the final shot does 15 force damage.
Awesome. I need a perception check.
Mm, 24?
Okay. It is down.
Double tap it.
That's what Dawn's there for.
Okay.
Anything else you plan on doing with your turn right now?
Yep, I am flying over it.
Okay.
And you're immune to Radiant, as I recall?
Yep.
So yeah, you're good. You can fly through Dawn, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. What is my movement? I'm doing 30 to 30.
Okay.
I'll park my happy ass in Dawn. Just to mess with it.
Okay.
I'm effectively invisible right now because I am a beam of light inside of a beam of light.
Okay. You will see its body twitch as it the arms start moving again. As Rayon, as you are passing over top of it, the arm, I'll say one of the arms will throw something at you, and the other one will throw something at Evan.
It can do that. Well, without waiting, it revives before its turn. It's weird.
Yes.
I did say set it on fire.
I'll say if you kill him, if it reaches 0 on its turn, on the following turn, it can use a legendary action in order to revive itself, or has to wait until its turn to revive itself.
Okay. My AC is currently 21.
It's going to get obnoxious, isn't it? Evan's AC is also 21.
Yeah, you both missed. I mean, you both failed.
Okay.
Well,
Rayon, you have
say that, but
Rayon, you have a baby flung at you as it reaches inside of its corpse of a body and throws a baby that latches onto you.
Can you re-roll the Evan, please?
That is totally doable.
Who's the advantage go to?
Let's see who's next. Wow, that didn't help much. Okay. Guess since Tatsuka's next, are you doing something that actually has a roll, Sierra?
No, Tatsuka's not doing anything because this creature keeps getting back up, and she's not about to waste mana, and so.
Okay, so next person who actually would be doing something with a roll. I'll throw it to Nayland so he can make a skill check.
Okay.
Oh, that means I won't have to.
Okay.
Cool. All right. I'll say in which case, I'll say Rayon, you are considered grappled for right now.
And
So you are considered
as well.
Yes, you are both. I'll say actually no. You got hit with a different body part. I'll say he actually threw a pile of rats at you. You are not considered. You are not considered grappled. You have just been pelted with rats.
Okay.
Can we keep one for a pet?
These rats seem to have spores and all sorts of things growing out of them. They look diseased and kind of fucked up.
I have advantages against disease, so I'll take my chances.
Well, it's not you we'd have to worry about. It's you, everyone around you.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll keep it in my carriage.
Evan takes 16. Rayon takes 15.
What?
Piercing. Right. Tatsuka. Upside, he's currently out of legendary actions.
So if they down it, it'll stay down this time?
No, it'll come back on its turn instead of coming back as a freebie.
As soon as somebody notices something, then you can start doing something about it.
Well, in theory, whatever that mystery something is should be taking damage in the dawn anyway. So.
Yeah, Suka's just gonna hold her action.
You're not moving forward.
I'd say if you back up, Evan can move the circle.
Okay, then we'll back up. And I will just take a defensive stance.
Okay. I need an intuition check.
Oh.
Intuition.
I mean, insight. Yes, insight. Blah, blah.
Insight.
Interesting.
Very much so.
Also, question: wouldn't the thing that latched on and grappled me take damage from being in the?
Yeah,
it will on its turn.
I think Dawn does damage on the creature's turn. So because it used a legendary, it hasn't taken the damage yet.
Okay. Your primal instincts are telling you that you should probably not step one step further. You feel like you feel like you are standing right outside the edge of something dangerous.
What happens if I hold my hand out?
You want to?
I've done some stupid shit. Let's do it.
Awesome. Go right ahead.
She holds her hand out. She just holds her hand out.
Okay, cool. I need a Constitution check.
Check, not save.
Oh, sorry, save. Yeah.
Thank you, Geralt.
Is a. I'm so hot.
Actually starting to warm.
Yeah, I'm not as hot as I was, but I am still hot. Like I want to take everything off. I'm pretty sure I have boob sweat, and I'm not even wearing a bra. That's the sad part.
What's the matter, Titan? Oh, will you acknowledge?
28.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. All right. You stick your hand in, and the moment that you stick your hand in, you no longer feel. I must say, how far are you sticking your arm in?
I'm literally just holding my arm out. I'm just like lifting it up. So
Okay,
like,
cool. So up to the elbow. Okay, cool. From your elbow out, you lose feeling in your arm. I'll say momentarily I'll say you wonder. It's almost as if your arm is missing.
I mean, I can still see it.
You can still see it, and you can also see. I'll say you can also see this. As the bones in your wrist snap. The bones in your wrist snap. And your forearm, like midway, the bone midway through your forearm snaps in half and is dangling down. It seems to be moving around, and I'll say from where you put your arm in, it seems to be moving around on its own.
Yeah.
I'll say your arm is now considered possessed.
That's lovely.
I'm not holding it out there. I like lift it up and then I bring it back. Unless it it's stuck there.
Yeah, your arm is. The arm that you stuck out is now considered possessed. The broken half of it is now flailing around. Your arm is now flailing around. On the enemy's turn, you have to make an unarmed strike against yourself.
No.
So, okay, I'm holding it up in my face. I'm just kind of looking at it now.
Right, your
Okay.
arm went bad. It is trying to kill you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just looking at it now.
You are currently dealing with a army of the dead right now.
Hey, this thing possesses you. I kind of like it.
Anything you're going to be trying to do on your turn?
Nope, I told you. I just moved, held my arm up. Any of my actions, I'm waiting to cast lightning.
Well, don't
Okay.
stupid because
Or fireball.
you don't want to
They
add
both
to
cost
the
the
time
same.
that it's going to take.
Nayland.
Yep, 1 second.
At this point.
Gotta take movement. Put the thing back where it was. Alright,
But
going to
You
use
okay?
my bonus action to try and get some more info out of it via Hunter's Scent.
Okay.
And while
What are
I'm
you
doing
trying to
that,
see?
I'm also using my action to make a skill check to know more.
I know.
Let's see. Okay. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities. So it just tells you all of it. Okay. Well.
Unless it's immune to
Okay.
divination
Well.
magic, I just know everything.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Damage resistance: bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
I forgot there was a big fundraiser tomorrow night.
Okay, so that makes sense.
That's the same thing.
I must say bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical weapons. Conditioned immunities: is immune to charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, and stunned.
Are we talking about this ugly creature over here? Or are we talking about this?
The blob.
The
The
blob.
blob. Let's see. Vulnerability. I must say vulnerabilities. Does not have any. Must say does not have any vulnerabilities.
By there today.
Does not have any damage immunities. I told you what the resistances were, and what they are. They are a large swarm of tiny beasts.
Beast, really? I don't know.
Yeah, large swarm of tiny beasts. You know, rats. Rats are beasts. So.
Well, I figured they weren't normal rats with what they're doing.
They're not normal rats. They're mind-controlled rats.
Going around.
Apparently, they're still beasts.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm about to say they're supposed to. It says they're supposed to be unaligned, but they are aligned with this thing.
Well, unaligned means they don't have an alignment.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
Is
Let's see.
an endocrinologist at a hospital an acceptable amount of time?
And normally you wait long.
How long?
Months.
Well, no, like
Okay, that's pretty much it.
the
Months.
Okay, does the Arcana check
Well,
yield
not
any
that
more
common.
information, like what we're dealing
There
with, how
are
to kill
a
it?
lot of doctors who practice specifically in that field. So
You can piece together that whatever this creature is and whatever else is going on here is likely a byproduct of it. It is not whatever this is not magical in nature. It is seems to be the best way you can put it. It's beyond magic. It must say it's.
But
This seems to be some sort of strange, advanced technology, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
I must say it is whatever this is. It seems to be some sort of mechanical, whatever this mechanical construct is in front of you. Seems to be whatever seems to it, you can kind of surmise that it is exerting control, but it is definitely not using magic. It is using something you're unfamiliar with.
So nothing helps.
But you can tell that it's not being exerted by. It is complete. Whatever this is completely alien to this realm, and it seems to be going against the vast majority of knowledge that you have. This is your best equivalent. It's some sort of alchemically created machine that is capable of dominating the minds of creatures or anything organic that it comes in contact with in mass. Best way you can put it, more than likely seems to be able to dominate person, dominate monster, in any sort of domination spell, in a radius around it consistently.
Well, that's nice that it can throw large-scale dominates, but again, still doesn't tell us how to get it to stop reviving.
To deal with this creature,
I was like, yeah, that's what I was rolling for. Was the
let's see. Chances are, so let me look because it states its weakness. I will give you a free perception check. I will give you a free perception check since it's still at 0 for that.
Okay, so their Arcana didn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's I must say in order to notice his weakness, it says that you need a perception check while it's at 0. And only am I saying the only person who gets to roll the perception check is the person who downed it.
Spend a hit die.
I'll say, but your Arcana will let you know that there's something that you're missing with this. Okay. You are fairly certain that there is some sort of, I'll say, there is inside of this creature, some sort of boss rat that is effectively controlling the entire swarm and has been hiding beneath the body in order to avoid taking damage. You now know that you should be looking for the odd rat out.
Alright, well, keep an eye out for one that's still moving. It probably will look different than the others.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll say sorry. Literally, like the write-up for this is like when his hit points, when his hit points are knocked down to 0, give the player a perception check to reveal. If they make it, then the kingpin mouse, then I say the kingpin rat is revealed.
I don't know where you're getting these creatures from, but whatever Reddit forum it is seems to specialize in the obnoxious.
I'll say, to some extent, I kind of have to come up with something in order to actually challenge you guys.
Well, I have passed along the information. Hopefully somebody else will actually find the damn thing, since that is my turn.
Okay. Next.
Okay, can I blind sight locate it?
What do you mean? Blind sight?
I should be able to see it.
If it's hiding under the body, it probably has full cover, wouldn't it?
It depends if
Yeah.
it's poking out.
True.
Masay, now that it's been identified, you can actually look for it.
Okay, does that require a perception roll then?
Yes, it does require a perception roll, a significantly easier one. I'm almost afraid to say that because you might David this. The spiral-looking thing is reaching all the way up to the ceiling.
So 20 plus feet.
I'm say in this area, it's roughly about 50 feet tall.
Oh shit! Okay, that big chamber.
Yeah.
Okay, 24.
Okay. You do see something moving around underneath this. Underneath the body. It is a reddish white. It is a reddish rat with like white streaks in it.
Okay. Reddish rat, white streaks. Was that perception roll in action?
No. It says that you get a free one. It was like when somebody notices the mouse and they let everyone once they notice the mouse, then the next person who sees it can make a DC 15 perception check and it'll reveal its presence to the party.
Okay, I will try to shoot it.
Okay. I'll say. Yeah, it will reform itself so long. It will reform itself on its turn or with its legendary action, so long as the kingpin rat is still alive. But it has really shitty HP, as from what you notice. So that's the trade-off, is that you guys get to notice left and right because it goes down pretty easy. Now, can David hit a rat?
We shall see.
Hopefully.
Okay. David. Okay. Your 24 beats its AC by 20.
Woo! Take that.
Your damage, your 27 damage beats it by 26.
Awesome. Take that ice.
The mouse, the kingpin rat will take that shot as it is completely, I must say, is completely encased in ice before clattering to the ground and shattering. The other mice will begin to dissolve into a puddle of goo, along with the body parts that were with it.
After as disgusting as it was, that was pretty interesting.
Um, Rayon, the baby and the rats that were on you slosh off and turn into goo and just kind of slam and just kind of slosh onto the floor. Okay. Evan, I must say, Nix, as you approach this, you feel something, I must say, not something, you feel your very essence churning. You feel this thing right here, whatever this thing is in front of you, it is speaking to you, all aspects of you. It's as if it's trying to pull you together. It is trying to summon you to become one. It is attempting to speak to all of your souls.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yes, you do. I need a willpower roll from you. I need a wisdom roll from you.
Okay, I imagine that Nix is a little like freaked, like he'll just like kind of just freaked look on his face. I'm using Flash of Genius with this. Oh, okay. Thank you, Flash of Genius.
Okay. That's actually good. Okay. You managed to pull. You managed to pull that off. And I'll say you managed to pull that off, but you feel it still pulling at you, but you have gained you have gained control over the aspects of your body that were attempting to try to rebel against you,
What?
for lack of a better term. And I'll say it's almost like you just became aware that each part of your body is almost like an individual unto itself, and suddenly they all started to try to rebel against you to do something, to try to do each one of them trying to do a different task. Effectively, you felt.
I'm just thinking about,
the mitochondria.
The mitochondria, yeah.
Think along similar to that. Think along the lines of this thing is apparently trying to Alucard you.
All right.
I'll say it's trying to talk to all the souls inside of you and basically put you in the Schrodinger situation. Evan.
Okay. You said we heard something coming up from behind us, that the thing had awakened?
You heard, must say, it effectively disappeared.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Technically, you guys are out of combat now because there's no one to fight. And this thing doesn't have an initiative.
Just cover our bases here in case something tries to come up behind us, since that lasts a minute.
Okay.
And going up to seeing, Tatsuka's hand trying to beat the shit out of her here.
Yeah.
With Evan's knowledge, does he believe this would be more of a dispel magic or a greater restoration situation?
Probably greater restoration, but then again, him nor you have really seen anyone have a specific body part dominated or controlled.
This seems, but with like greater restoration, they mentioned curses and charm effects and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was confirming it was more in that category.
Yeah, Evan would feel that like greater restoration, i.e., the power. This would probably need to be combated by the power of a god.
Okay, so he will grab Tatsuka's arm and pop a greater restoration into her.
Oh, okay. Tatsuka, you regain control of your arm as it just hangs limply. I must say, as it just hangs limply as it is broken. Probably need to get that splinted, or
Something's going on.
um, is Rayon going to move forward?
I apologize. We somehow got muted.
It's okay.
I think this thing is trying to do something to me.
I say, Rayon, will you be trying to move forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to move you, or do you need to move yourself? Okay. Once you get right there, you will hear you will hear this sound. I'll say you will hear this sound coming from within your mind. I mean, not within your mind, but it sounds like it's everywhere, but it's kind of like it's echoing through the cave, but it's so loud you can kind of hear it like bellowing inside of you. Um, um,
Wow, it's billowing.
it will look towards you.
Oh, it's after 11. Are we?
Must say it. You can kind of feel its lack of better term eyes looking upon you, Rayon.
Ah.
Okay.
Fallen God. I must say, it will call to you, fallen God. You will become one with help me, us.
I don't know who the hell you think you are, but I can tell you don't belong.
You do not belong.
I don't belong. You're right. You're right. I don't belong. But
come with us. I will take, must say, we will take you.
Who is we?
We will leave this place.
Do you want to explain?
These spirals will start to unfurl as in the middle of the spiral, being held by some sort of mechanical tendrils, you will see a person who it takes you a moment to recognize, but in this new form, you can, I'll say, you recognize her at least through her powers. It is your, I say, it is one of your fellow gods, Verdi.
That's alrighty. It is one of my sisters.
Goddess of the earth.
Yep. Okay.
Makes sense.
Since nothing happened last time, in another blast, everyone. That's my sister. We've got to figure out how to free her from that thing.
Her eyes seem to be glossed over.
And doing that wisdom save again. Oop. That was a 17 on the dice, so a 27.
Yep, you're good.
I'll say, you'll see the entity seems to be talking through her. We must become one so that we may go home.
Oh, it's puppeting my sister. God.
Come to me. Step closer. and become baptized.
Okay. Let's see here. Think. I don't want to do anything that could kill my sister. Definitely don't want to do anything that could kill my sister.
As she is talking, you notice the plant life around here seems to be responding to her voice. Now that you are seeing who is at the core of this thing, who is being controlled by it, you are starting to understand the vegetation a bit more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hindsight being 2020. What happened to Suka's arm when she stuck it in?
Got all fucked up and possessed.
Yeah, her arm snapped in half, and and the broken part of her arm basically tried to attack her. So now she just kind of has half of her arm is just limply just hanging there underneath the flesh because the bone is broken underneath it.
I would like to
Okay.
fire a crossbow bolt, shifting my sword into a crossbow. Fire a crossbow bolt.
All right, I already fired.
Okay, so crossbow bolt. Okay, so this thing.
I fired at the chain or whatever that's holding her.
Cool. All right, this thing does not. This thing has 0 for dexterity, so it does hit. I'm not saying actually no. I can roll a d20. I don't know exactly how, but it has a dex of 0, so whatever. Cool. All right. Yep. It hits. Lightning shoots through, nails that. Nails one of the chains, snapping the chain that is around her neck. Rayon, you said you were going to fire another one.
I'm firing at the base of the creature with a flaming. What is it?
At the thing's holding her, or are you shooting at the base of this thing? Because the base of this thing is probably about 30, 40 feet around.
Oh, yeah. I am shooting specifically at the base, trying to see if I can even do damage to it.
Okay.
Although, seeing her actually do the lightning bolt and breaking the chain, I might as well try to break the chain.
Okay.
So, you know what? She cast lightning, and that worked.
She did hit that. Nix, I need another wisdom save as you feel this psychic pulse of energy wash over you. It washes over you, and almost like the riptide, almost like the undercurrent, you feel like it wash over you, and then you feel it kind of try to pull you in as it washes back in towards it.
Okay.
Okay. The energy that the control that you had over your body, you feel yourself start to lose it again as these individual souls within you seem incredibly, willing to go towards this entity.
As in they're imposing their will on me to want me to go towards it, or they're trying to separate.
They're attempting to pull you towards it because these other souls inside of you, these bits and pieces, their intent, their natural intent to want to be whole is trying to fight against the core essence of you.
Okay.
You feel your foot taking a step forward. Move yourself one space forward.
Okay. Yeah. Nix will look panicked.
You can tell that Nick seems to be moving forward, But the look in his eyes says that he does not wish to be moving forward.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Obviously, he's being compelled, or rather, what 5e calls charmed, because charm and dominate is the same thing. So Nalen's going to reach out, grab him on the shoulder, and infuse him with mental barricade.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't think that was the thing you do.
It doesn't say
Nice.
self, it says touch.
Okay, nice.
So in theory, I could do it to everybody if I wanted to, but
Okay.
there's no reason to. So
Okay.
you now, in theory, have the same protections I do. We'll see if that actually applies to the marker.
Okay. If it does,
Okay.
I want to shoot the fuck out of the marker.
If nothing else, it should help.
Like he's gonna wanna empty the clip.
That's it, because you are now immune to charm and by extension dominate, because dominate is the charm effect. So in theory, it can't compel you to come closer.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm immune to charm too. Well,
It's not a charm.
I don't think I'm immune.
It's not a charm, but I'll make it. I'll make it more. I'll lower the DC for him.
Okay, well, that's
Like
something.
I'll say, yeah. Like I said, I was like I'm like for. I'll say I was basing its powers off of like the best that you could tell is like it's some sort of arcane device that is exuding a dominating spell.
Well, again, dominate is the charm effect.
I think he's using it as
Yeah.
an
I'm about to say that.
Would protection from good and evil be more apt then, since that also prevents possession?
You're pretty sure this seems kind of evil, so like you're welcome to try. The more things that you stack, the easier his DC will be.
Well, I mean, I can only pop one or the other.
Okay.
Well,
I'm about to say
action, I
effectively.
can only pop one or the other. I can stack them, but I have to have 2 turns to.
Yeah. I'm about to say effectively what you're dealing with is you're trying to use magic against what is effectively technology.
Does it seem more like a possession? Having seen the 2 of them now, is this more of a possession or more of like a charm dominate?
This seems to be a. It seems to be like a charm dominate on something within. Did you have a talk with Nyx? Do you know that he's composed of several souls or something like that? Are you?
We haven't had a detailed talk about it. I know a couple things were implied by him in a few statements in game, especially when we were dealing with his family at the castle.
Yeah, and
Okay.
And I know I went on a little spiel to the queen.
Right, which is why I don't think I have all the details, but I see that this thing is having an effect on him.
Yeah, it's having an effect on him. It doesn't seem to be having an effect on him. It seems to be having an effect on what you can assume are something inside of him.
Well,
He seems to be in full.
From the outside?
From the outside, you can tell that he is in full control of himself, but something inside of him is like almost like he's on strings that seems to be trying to pull him forward. It's almost like when you're looking at it, his fingers and his legs seem to be almost as if someone else is moving them, but like as if multiple people are moving each individual part of his body.
Okay, so from a visual standpoint, then, based on the character's experience, that probably is more of a possession type looking situation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with protection from good and evil.
Yeah.
Instead of the mental barricade.
Is that 3 Eldritch blasts, or are you just doing 1?
If I can multiply it 3 times, sure, but
I thought you could. I thought you could throw 3 Eldritch blasts.
Normally I've been rolling it 3 times, but
That's you have to roll 3 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, then we'll put the barricade on top of that.
I mean, technically, as long as I don't roll a nat 1.
We don't want to put that on because then we'll have even.
I mean,
people that can
I'll say it does have a DC, although the DC is low.
Okay. One was 16. The other one was a 24.
Okay. They all hit. It's these tendril things have pretty low soap, so that 10 force damage is more than enough to break the tendrils around it.
Okay.
She will slouch out of it and will slump
at it.
Hmm?
I said I'm going to redirect the other 2 directly at the thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, with the three that you used, you managed to break you managed to break the remaining tendrils around her.
Okay, if she's falling out of it, Evan will pop a rescue
Okay.
to get her back over to us since we can't go in there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. She is dragged out. She still appears to be kind of comatose. The vegetation around you seems to start going kind of crazy and start writhing and moving around.
Rayon's gonna fly over and land behind her.
Might not want to go that far. I think that puts you in the radius.
I'll say, as you start getting that close, you will feel an intense sense of danger before you get that. I'm about to say right around where you get with her. Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, you can occupy the same space as her.
There you go.
All right.
Wouldn't be the first time Rayon occupied the same space as her.
And since that was a bonus
Okay.
action, I think Evan can attempt a heal.
Okay. She doesn't look injured, but yeah, she just kind of looks like mentally traumatized.
Okay, well, what do you apply to regain consciousness and treat mental trauma?
I feel hot again.
Would that be
I think-
restoration again for possession and stuff?
Restoration, let me see, greater positive energy, reduce one of the charm, petrified, curse,
There's also lesser.
I am feeling very, very tired all of a sudden.
yeah, I'm gonna say you can use greater restoration, and that should take care of it.
Boom. Okay.
Okay. She's like kind of a little woozy and whatnot. She'll wake up. She'll wake up looking at Rayon like, who are you? Why are you holding me?
Did you really just say, "Who am I"?
She's kind of like staring. Is like, I don't know many.
To be
Wait.
fair, I'm currently a ball of light and
Yeah.
talking in her head.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know who you. Just I don't know what's going on. Just get me away from here.
Yeah,
My head hurts.
That's the plan.
All right. Nick said that he's gonna go ape shit and just riddle this thing with bullets.
If I have control over my own body, yes. I'm under the impression that
You do have control over your body. You do have control over your body. It is your body with that willpower roll is actively trying to pull you towards it. You still have control to where you can shoot it. They're not stopping you from shooting it. They're just trying to pull you towards it.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like erratically opening fire on it. Do I still need to make it a hit roll or?
Yes, you still need to hit rolls because you could fail. It has a low AC, but you don't need your gun misfiring. So it might be a low AC, but it's still an AC. You know how long it took me to fucking find stats for marker.
I imagine quite a bit.
All right. Okay, so you're just going ape shit on this. Okay. Okay. Yes, you hit. You hit a lot. You do a lot of hitting. That is holy shit. That's a lot of goddamn damage. Okay. It's 31, 33.
Oh, it's outside the condition range. Okay.
31. 30, holy shit. Okay. You fire at this thing, riddling it.
We're gonna need to drop.
No problem. I'm about to end anyway. You will nail this thing with multiple bullets. As you hear Nyx screaming and yelling at this in a fury, as this thing is peppered with bullets, causing it to crack with red light starting to emanate out of it. It will shatter and I must say, it will shatter, sending out this wave of energy. I must say, sending out this wave of energy. Nyx, I need I must say, one more willpower roll.
Okay.
You should have advantage from protection from good and evil.
Does that advantage apply?
Yes. You have an advantage in a lower DC. Okay. Good on you. Guess what, Nyx?
What?
Made it on the dot.
Woo!
The structure shatters and breaks. And breaks into pieces, collapsing onto the floor. The plant life and vegetation. The plant life and vegetation around you begins to start decaying and quickly losing its life force.
I want to be dry firing at the rubble.
You'll just kind of hear like click, 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 click as he just keeps pulling the trigger.
This thing touched me in places I didn't want to be touched.
With that, you will hear some footsteps coming up this pathway down here.
That better not be round 3.
You will see a group of what looks to be villagers. Follow closely behind them a group of werewolves. You will see someone familiar in this group who does look kind of worse for wear and exhausted.
Who that?
That's the reporter chick from Haslan.
I'll say Robin, the one who Tatsuka kept wanting to eat.
Your juice box is here.
That was not in front of the party.
Oh, I know.
But Tatsuka didn't want to eat her.
Yeah, you did.
Just wanted to try her blood.
I said she smelled delicious. And I didn't say I wanted to eat her.
I must say, she's gonna look. She was like, "Wait, who's the? Oh my God, Nayland, you did it!"
Not really.
Actually,
it was not
Nick.
that much help this time.
Nyx defeated.
Well, who else could have done it? You're the hero.
It points to Nyx. This was his
I
story.
must say, she's gonna look at Nyx and be like, just see him just still clicking his gun at the debris with this like terrified look on his face. She was like,
it was his story,
not what
and it
it-
points to Rayon, and I think his story with how he's holding that girl.
"Huh."
Not really sure the
So-
relationship there.
So the hero has PTSD. I mean, I guess I can write that in. She'll pull out her book and just kind of like
Tragic
scribble
flaw.
down some of the.
I believe the phrasing you want was blinded by rage.
She's gonna kind of look at Nyx and is like, "You can stop clicking now. I think it's dead."
I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop shooting at it.
And I'll say, Evan's gonna kind of look down at Rayon. He was like, "So who's the hot chick?" He's like, "Is that one of your women?"
And again, Rayon, until we get out of this cave, is not dropping his his light source, he's gonna look at Evan and be like, "This is my sister."
Oh,
I'm sure you would understand about someone looking at your sister and saying, "Who's the hot chick?"
okay, that's fair. I take it back. Who's the chick?
If she wakes up and wants to fuck you, though, she's more than welcome to.
Um, considering where she was, I must say, considering where she was, I'd rather have her a little cleaned up before or something like that. But I mean, hopefully she's not crazy. So,
Tatsuka, oh my god, Evan has standards now.
I've always had standards. Thank you. They had to be hot.
Oh, this is great, but I really don't have a whole lot of time for following action. I really would like to go to sleep.
Okay. And with that, we will say that you guys will escort this group, I assume, back to the village.
I want to go back to the elephant wasp.
Can we wait till after we get them back to the village first, so we don't get them killed by the elephant wasps?
Well, we're gonna have to go through the elephant wasps. To
No,
get
there's
out.
a little.
No, there's a pathway this way.
Oh, okay. Why didn't we come in that way?
Because that way was blocked off.
As I presume we didn't know that way was there.
Plot.
That's the back of the mountain. And I'll say that's the this way out is the passageway that the spore creatures were using to kidnap them back through. But with the obelisk dead, now all of them are dead.
Yep.
So, all right, I will factor up XPs. David.
Can you include the elephant wasp?
Let's see. David, having overcome that, having overcome yourself, have yourself level up. Have yourself move up one level in your in your tree.
Woo!
As you have managed to gain some slight semblance of dominance over the souls that inhabit your body.
Yes.
And I'll say, right, let's see. For people who are wondering, the Were-Rat King, challenge level 5.
Okay.
Considering the damage and the health, I could see.
What are the challenge ratings of the creatures with the crowns of light on their head that I took?
Challenge level 9.
That one seems more appropriate.
That's sad.
Like I said, the Were-Rat King, Were-Rat King was more annoying than powerful. He was designed by size base to be able to attack everyone at once. Let's see. Where is it? Could have sworn.
The burp phone came out. It did not taste good.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Good night,
Cool.
everyone.
All right, good night, bro. Let's see. The elephant, as you call them, the elephant wasps. Challenge rating 13.
No, I don't care about the ratings. I want to go back and fight them, and I'm going to take their stingers and wear them as trophies. Or keep them as trophies, because I'm pretty sure they're bigger than me, but, you know.
Well, we will worry about it next year, I guess.
I assume that, are you guys actually going to help her do that, or are you just going to leave her to go get murdered?
Nix will assist her.
Well, we can't leave her to go get murdered. There's entire character stuff involved there. At minimum, Evan would be there. So, that's what I was saying. I guess we'll have to worry about that next session, which will be next year.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, Evan's not going to want to come back and fight those things.
Yeah, well, Evan can stay behind, and the rest of us can go get the XP.
He may not want to, but if she goes, I imagine he'd go based on what I know of the character.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
wants
he's gonna go. He's gonna go, and then just like wait for her to fall down, and then just drag her off.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll let her get her fun, and then when she hits 0, then I'm just gonna use rescue, and we're gonna run for it. I feel like Tatsuko was under the impression that there were only 3.
there only was 3 that we saw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
rest
all
are
you
probably
saw.
in the hive.
I said that there was a hive in the ceiling, and I said 3 of them made their way down.
I only
And I was like,
3 though, so that's fine. Lure them in
It's a
like
hi-
we did last time. Take them out one by one.
What wasp nest has more than like 3 wasps?
Well, yeah, they don't really have that many, but these are mutant wasps, I guess.
Yep.
I say technically you keep calling them wasps. According to this, they're bees.
See, bees.
They were
Lost
wasps.
the bees.
Yeah, they were wasp in the pictures. They could be bees.
Yeah, in the write up, I'll say in the write up, and what they can do, it says bees.
Yeah, so I'm calling them wasps because they look like wasps.
Right.
I don't know. Anyone want to help me? I don't think that wasps make honey.
Again, we weren't there. I didn't see the picture yet in the replay. I haven't gotten that far, but they could have just chosen the wrong picture.
I must say. Well, I mean, let's see.
I'll make it colder. 5 minutes.
I see that looks like some kind of fucked up dinosaur.
That looks awesome.
But she is right. The stinger portion would say wasp, but the hairy back would say bee. But most of it says raptor.
They fly in packs.
So technically, you're both right, and you're both very wrong. That is obviously some kind of chimeric abomination.
It is a chimeric abomination, and it even says that if I crit hit on the stinger, its stinger is dislodged and it dies in 1 round.
Well, that's something at least.
So it can critical hit you, and it'll die. But
and you might be able to survive that, especially if Evan's in range, because Evan can negate crits.
Yeah, I must say you'd only be taking. Let's see, if it crit hits, then you'd be taking 10d8 plus 6 piercing damage and 10d8 poison damage.
Which is fine, because again, I have advantage against poison.
That's it. Well, so that's survival. Well, the advantage is on the if there's a save. If there's no save,
There's no save. That's just damage.
Yeah,
that's just damage.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
But that is
survivable.
You said it's survivable?
I said that is possibly survivable. 1 hit from that is possibly survivable by most of us.
And I took more than 1 hit from it and still survived.
Barely, you almost died.
Nuh-uh.
They weren't crits.
61 HP.
I'm talking about the crit numbers he just read off.
And that was with him critting on 1 of the hits.
Yeah, so yeah.
I didn't crit on you. I remember it crit on the demon.
Oh, yeah, that's why I did crit on the demon.
Yeah, I must say you summoned the demon and then it just murdered it as soon as it showed up.
Like I said,
No. It did crit on me, I think.
Oh, no, it just hit you.
Go away.
It just hit you.
Okay.
It crit. It just hit you. It crit the guy.
I forgot what we said his name was, because I need to summon him back.
He's pretty dead. I think you got to get a new one.
No, it's a demon. They go back to their plane.
Yeah, when a summoned creature like that is destroyed, they don't die. They return to their home wherever you got them from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd probably be a little apprehensive about coming back after you just summon them just to get horribly murdered.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get a say about whether or not he comes back, and plus, that way she can go, look, my guy, I'm sorry. That did not have the intended play out I thought it would have. But thanks to you, we learned that they got pack tactics. and now we can beat them.
Was it the way that I told them? I was like, you're basically fighting a group of like giant dinosaur bee Kyokis.
I was like, with proper preparation, it sounds like it would be doable, but we definitely would have to fight smart.
Oh yeah, they have pack tactics, so we want to separate them. There was like a little cavern next to their nest, and we just bring them in one by one, because only one of them can squeeze through, and they have to get down on the ground and crawl through.
I mean, they have range attacks. They just didn't get around to doing it yet.
Well, in that scenario, the range attacks, if what she's describing is accurate, the range attack would, we get cover from its ally, so that would help us survive the range attack. Because if his butt's stuck in the tunnel and they're having to shoot through the tunnel.
So yeah, after we take the villagers, we come back, we fight the elephant wasp, and then we go home.
Again, you can worry about that next time. And who knows, if this works out really great, we might even get a level before going into the wasp nest, and that'll help.
Let's see.
Unlikely, but...
That depends.
Well, I mean, we just leveled before coming here, so it'll be... I don't think you're going to give us 20,000 XP for this.
I don't see it either, no, but...
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go to your room. Len?
Okay.
I'm going upstairs. Where's he gonna go with her, Titan?
One, two, three, four. Nine. One, two, three. No. Here we go. Challenge level 1.
I finished all of Wednesday.
You finished what?
All of Wednesday.
Sorry, you broke up there. You finished what Wednesday?
I finished all of Wednesday.
Oh, the show.
The Addams Family thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. Took me